On Jamestown 107.1, sponsored by Creative Energy Superstop, Dakota Central, Hugo's Family Marketplace, Otterdale Power Company, Professional Eye Care Center, Frontier 4 Grill, Unison Bank, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, Hillerud Construction, the University of Jamestown, Ave Maria Village, Gun and Reel Sports, RM Stout Incorporated, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Insurance, Steve Benyon Agent, the Jamestown Country Club, Two Rivers Printing, State Farm Insurance, Brock Romine Agent, and Originals. Now let's get you out to the game. It's time for Blue Jay Athletics on Jamestown 107.1. For the final time, we are live from Ernie Gates Field here in Jamestown as the Blue Jays, with the 93rd edition of Homecoming, are set to host the Valley City Highliners to close out Ernie Gates Field tonight here on Jamestown 107.1 and KOVC, the voice of the Valley in Valley City. Jaron Matheny on hand here for Blue Jay football, and Jamestown with a 4-1 record on the season, looking to improve to 5-1 on the year. The Blue Jays still the top team in terms of 11A football after the latest poll came out this week. Jamestown receiving 13 out of the 15 first place votes heading into this week for the Blue Jays, and certainly the loss last week to Shanley stung for Jamestown, but they're not looking back on that. They're looking forward, and forward means you're meeting Valley City. Now the Highliners come in on the opposite side of Jamestown, 1-4 overall record on the year for Valley City. Jamestown 4-1, Valley City 1-4, and they're complete opposites in terms of where they rank inside the WDA and EDC for 11A football. WDA 4-0 for Jamestown. They wrapped up the season with a 4-0 perfect record. They're moving on to the playoffs. We know that for sure for Blue Jay fans, so it's just a wait-and-see approach for Jamestown. For Valley City on the other side, they went 0-4 to start their EDC schedule. Still a couple games to be played in 11A in the EDC. For this new setup, 5 teams from the East, 3 teams from the West are going to make it and move on to the playoffs. Jamestown will represent one of 3 teams from the WDA guaranteed. You would think that St. Mary's is going to represent one of the other 2 spots. That would leave it up between Dickinson, Turtle Mountain, and Watford City for that final spot. Turtle Mountain did defeat Watford City for their lone conference win so far for Turtle Mountain. And this is a Turtle Mountain team that lost last week to Valley City. That's where the Highliners picked up their first win of the year, 30-0 last weekend over Valley City, or for Valley City over Turtle Mountain, snapping a 4-game losing streak to start the year for the Highliners, which included a loss against Fargo North on the road, a very close 1-point loss against Devils Lake. They lost by 3 to Fargo South and 21 to Wahpeton before that win 30-0 against Turtle Mountain last week. Still 2 more road games on the schedule after this one for Valley City, including next week at Watford City. That's a very winnable game for the Highliners. They've got Grand Forks Central and Grand Forks Red River to round out their season. Those are also 2 very winnable games for Valley City inside the EDC. Currently in the EDC and 11A standings, Fargo North is the top dog, number 3 team in the state, 4-0 in the conference to start the year for Fargo North, followed by Devils Lake, who is 3-0 in the EDC. Then Wahpeton, Grand Forks Red River, and Fargo South would represent the 5 teams coming out of the East into the playoffs if they started today. Valley City with some work to do. Got to get to 2-4. They've got to win those last 2 conference games to have a shot to get into the playoffs if you're Valley City. But this game today could go a long way in determining how the rest of the season goes for the Highliners. You could get a huge win against the number 1 team in the 11A poll if you're Valley City here tonight. As we check out what happened in Double-A last week and your current standings in 11-man Double-A football. Bismarck Century at the top still with West Fargo Cheyenne. Both Century and Cheyenne are unbeaten on the season, both with 5-0 overall records. Those 2 sides will face off on October 15th, so it could be a pair of 7-0 teams squaring off in Century when West Fargo and Century meet 2 weeks from now. Fargo Shanley holds the 3rd spot, followed by West Fargo and Fargo Davies. Mandan receiving votes in the latest 11-2A poll. Wahpeton was receiving votes in the latest 11A poll. for Class 11A. Jamestown at the top, St. Mary's second, then Fargo North, Devils Lake, and Dickinson round out the top 5 in Class A. No team left inside. 11A is without a loss now after Jamestown fell last week on the road at Fargo Shanley. Now moving up a division for Jamestown to go and play that game, so certainly it's a little bit different depending upon how you look at those losses on the schedule. They're going to go perfect 4-0 in terms of the western side, and now if you can run through Class A, you can just kind of wipe away that loss if you're Jamestown. But scores from across North Dakota last week in Class A. Century with a 21-14 win over Mandan. That's back-to-back weeks for Century where they've played really close games but found a way to win. They beat Dickinson 15-12 the week before. Davies won 27-0 over Bismarck High. Dickinson beating Watford City last week 33-14. Picked up the first win in the conference standings for Dickinson with that victory over Watford City last week. Valley with their 30-0 win over Turtle Mountain. St. Mary's put up 51 points last week, 51-20 over Wahpeton, and then Fargo Shanley 33-13 over Jamestown. Their scores from across Class A last week. Games going on this week across the board, non-counters, non-conference games. Watford City is at Grand Forks Red River. Grand Forks Central is at Turtle Mountain tonight. St. Mary's heads to Williston to move up a class to take on the Coyotes. Legacy is in West Fargo. Davies travels to Mandan. Minot at West Fargo Cheyenne. Bismarck High at Dickinson. And Shanley takes on Century this week in Bismarck. So we'll try to keep you updated with all the scores from across the state of North Dakota with those games going on tonight. Jamestown and Valley City here, though, at Ernie Gates Field for the final time. 93rd edition of Homecoming, and we do have some scores already underway. Mandan with a 14-0 lead over Fargo Davies. Big thanks to Mark McKenzie for that one, as Mandan, they kicked off at 6:30 this evening. That's the only game to get started in Class A, and an early slate. So we're closing in on 7 o'clock and getting you set for Blue Jay football against Valley City. The Highliners 1-4, Jamestown 4-1 on the year. And earlier this week, I caught up with head coach Bill Nelson. He came into the studio to talk with us about the loss last week to Shanley, as well as previewing homecoming, all the festivities tonight as they close out Ernie Gates Field. Let's catch up with Coach Nelson. Head football coach Bill Nelson now joining us on the pregame show. Coach, coming in following your first loss of the season last week on the road at Shanley, what were your biggest takeaways from that game?
Kids played hard. We didn't play the smartest at times. We had some breakdowns on a couple different things, and I thought we played really physical defensively. We had a couple breakdowns. We missed a couple assignments. It wasn't any one thing, but if one or two guys don't do their job, we don't know how that works. It just doesn't go well, And I thought there were some things we did well offensively. I thought up front we could have played a lot more physical than what we showed. So we need to get back on track this week. But the kids competed. We had a great first drive. We had a good first 2 drives. We were able to move the ball. We just didn't finish drives off. But we got to be more physical up front. That's just it, plain and simple. We got to fix that, and we will. So, but we competed. We had it. We second half, kids bared down and got a couple stops. We punched one in. We're driving again, and we had some opportunities. We just didn't capitalize on them. That's not any one individual's fault. It's a team game, so we got to be better. And we will be.
Yeah, 33-13 the final score, but pretty misleading from how close that game was in the second half. Jackson Walters' first start at quarterback. What were your takeaways from what Jackson did on Friday night, and how can he improve tonight against Valley City?
Just continue to take it play by play, and I know he felt a lot of pressure, and many of us were constantly telling him it's not just you be you. You're one person out here. Nobody's asking you to win the football game for us. Just take it play by play. And he was nervous. I know he was, and that's just Jack. But he's continued to take huge strides this week, and he continues to look better and better throwing the ball and his footwork and his, and that kind of stuff. And there was multiple things that they weren't on his plate. It was a team thing, obviously, and but we're ready to go Friday night. I'll tell you that right now. We've had a good week of practice and had a little hiccup with some lightning and some rain practice the other day. We've shortened up a few things, but we'll be good to go.
And now homecoming week this week, you get Valley City coming to Ernie Gates Field for the final time, so a lot of emotions. But how about closing out Ernie Gates Field? Why did you want to play this game on October 1st against Valley City?
You know, you look ahead in your schedule, and the homecoming dates are, you know, it's kind of what works, you know, and what worked within the schedule and how to do it. And you can't be too early, but you can't be too late. And this was decided upon, and Mr. Olson and I kind of talked to some other people, and it's like, you know what, COVID last year, we got stung with not being able to have, you know, we were limited on numbers of games, and that really stunk across the state. So we started talking in our minds, why don't we have one final tribute and hurrah at Ernie Gates, and there's been some extra bounce in the step. You know, we had practice under the lights, and out on the field there one night, and we got rained out the other night, but we were on the game field, and, you know, there's something to be said about being in the locker room with your teammates, and, you know, we've done a lot of stuff to the inside of the locker room. From the outside, it looks like an older building, but inside, many players have walked in and out of that place, and we've done a lot of things to try to, I don't want to say increase the aesthetics, you know. We kept the shoes out of there the last 2 years, and the smell has been transformed a lot. It still smells like a locker room, but not quite as bad. But it's home, you know, and that's so. Yeah, is there going to be some emotions flying? Yeah, there will be. I'm not going to lie to you. There will be a lot going, and we always have had really good fan bases. I don't care who we play. We always, or how the years go, and we always get good fan numbers. And so obviously this last game, you know, you're expecting. I've had a lot of communication with former players, and a lot of people are asking questions, and I know they're going to have all former players and managers, stats, cheerleaders to go on the field at halftime, and I think it's going to be a pretty special thing. But no, we're ready to go, and it's homecoming, so there's a lot of other things floating around, and, you know, with the coronation and with different things and pep rally, and we attend a couple different versions with the high school, and then we go down to the middle school and do some stuff with them. And that's always a lot of fun, and the kids enjoy that. Take juniors and seniors down, and but no, it's all about the football game. It's all about that game at 7:00, and yeah, it will be exciting, ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, the game at 7:00 against the rival in Valley City. So they've had a tough start to their year, 1-4. You guys the opposite of that, 4-1 overall. So what do you know about Valley City? And coming into this one, you throw the records out because it's a rivalry game?
Yep, it doesn't mean anything. Coach Rarick's going to have his guys ready to roll. You know, our kids know their kids extremely well because we play with each other in hockey, you know, and then obviously in different sports we're competing very closely in many things. So you've developed rivalries. It's been there forever, way longer than you and I have ever been around. You know what I mean? So there's that Jamestown Valley Field, and we got the Iron Helmet is on the line again. So they're going to travel well. They're going to come out and smack us in the mouth, and we're going to return the favor. And, you know, but it comes down to who's going to make the least amount of mistakes, who's going to make the more plays, and who's going to make the least amount of mistakes. They're going to play hard. We're going to play hard. You just got to be smart about things, you know. And yeah, there's going to be emotions flying, but hey, there's going to be high points and low points. Let's just not try to, you know. It's like we've got some guys that if I open the locker room at said, hey, locker room's open at 2:30, they'd come and they'd hang out there, you know. For like, all right, we're gonna we'll hold back that off a little bit, you know. And if you let everybody out on the field, we'd have a lineman out running around playing catch. I'm like, guys, you guys don't need to be out running around playing catch. Get your headphones on, find a spot that's comfortable in the locker room, and get your mindset, and, you know, and let's get ready to go. But 7:00, there'll be a little extra, you know, something in the air, and the leaves are starting to fall, and it's really pretty down there this time of year. And you know, dang, mosquitoes came back out this last week. Not bad, but it's like we knock on wood. I'm going to say it and you watch, but we haven't had to spray for mosquitoes for forever. And I'm not saying we're going to, but yeah, it's going to be a special night regardless.
Turn the calendar over to October and Jamestown against Valley City. What do you want to see from your side tonight in order to get a victory?
Same thing I've been talking to you for about 6 weeks. You know, we got to take care of the ball on offense. We got to be stingy on defense, and we got to take care of the special teams game, you know, and limit the turnovers and obviously not limit the turnovers and take care of the ball and, you know, get stops and have fun, you know, show some excitement. You know, you can get excited. It's okay, you know, but if we make a mistake, have a short-term memory, throw it away, and let's go ahead and let's make another play, you know, and rally up to your teammates and have some fun, because you're only given a one-time shot at this. Like we talked about this last week, it can be taken away at the snap of a finger, for any one of us, for any situation. So make the best of anything, and the goal doesn't change. It's always better every day, and goals will go 1-0 every week.
Go 1-0 every week. Coach, we really appreciate your time. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you much. You're a Bears fan too, I see, huh?
Oh, yeah, big Bears fan.
I might have to get you some NFL gear too and not have to look at that.
Oh, gosh. Well, we don't need to talk about today. That's one win, and we'll leave it there.
Sounds good.
Our thanks to head coach Bill Nelson for joining us before tonight's game. And, yeah, he got me docked out in Blue Jay gear. We'll see about the Vikings gear at some point, or Niners gear, or whoever he wants to throw me in with. We won't abandon the Bears at this point. Valley City against Jamestown on 107.1 and KOVC. Big thanks to Jacob Just back in studio in Valley City for doing the ones and twos for us and producing on that side of things. Valley City won the toss. They deferred to the second half. Jamestown will receive and work right to left. It's the final game at Ernie Gates Field, formerly Washington Field, 1928 to 2022, in the 93rd edition of Homecoming here at Ernie Gates Field as well. Preston Kraber back deep with Adam Kallenbach to return for Jamestown. Zach Sikora will do the kicking duties from left to right for Valley City. Highliners, the white tops, blue on the bottom. Jamestown in all blue with their white helmets. Kickoff is there. They'll hand it off to Kraber after Kallenbach had it. Kraber cuts right side of the field past the 30. Now back towards the middle of the field, 35-yard line, back to the far side of the field. Kraber wrapped up at the 44-yard line. Good return for Preston Kraber. And we start with Jamestown, 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line on the right hash for the Blue Jays. And Jackson Walters, week number 2 as the starting quarterback for 23 in blue. The junior will lead this senior-heavy offense for Jamestown. And everybody on the starting roster for Jamestown outside of Walters is a senior. Shotgun set off the right hip of Walters is Shemp. Lone receiver to the left side of the field. Hillstrom, snap, and they'll put it in the belly of Shemp up the middle, and he stopped right near the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard for Jacob Shemp. And on the tackle, Jonah Schuldheis for Valley City. 2nd down and 9 upcoming for Jamestown. Walters checking to the sideline. Great starting field position for Jamestown on this first drive. Kraber to the left side. Split out with Kallenbach. One receiver to the far side of the field, that's Hillstrom. Shemp remains in the backfield. Snap, Walters rolls out to the left. He's going to keep it, put it in his pocket, get to the 50-yard line, cut forward past the 45, and he lowers his shoulder to the 44-yard line into Valley City territory. 1st down, Jamestown, and Jackson Walters with a nice run for the Blue Jays. Pick up 11 yards for Walters and a 1st down. Shemp got a yard on the first carry for Jamestown. 1st and 10. Ball placed at the 44-yard line on the left hash in Valley City territory. Kallenbach, the lone receiver on the near side of the formation. Both Hillstrom and Beach are on the right side, extended from the line. Shemp in the backfield. Kraber split out wide to the right. Snap. Walters gives it to Shemp on the ground. Good motion up front from the offensive line of Jamestown. Shemp carries it for 4 yards. Jacobson in on the tackle for Valley City. 2nd down and 6 upcoming for Jamestown. 10:20 to go. First quarter. We're scoreless here at Ernie Gates Field for the 93rd edition of Homecoming here at Gates Field. Walters over to the sideline. 11-yard carry for Jackson Walters. 3 plays, 3 rushes for Jamestown in the early going. Kallenbach, lone receiver, left side. Snap, Walters is looking that way. He's going to air it out deep for Kallenbach, trying to create separation, and it's going to be pass interference down the field. Kallenbach was basically smothered as he tried to get open. That's going to be on Will Egert. And Jamestown will get 15 free yards out of it. Kallenbach just running a go route that time for Jamestown, straight on this side of the field. And so Valley City penalized for the first time. 1st and 10 for Jamestown. Ball at the 25-yard line, just outside the red zone on the left hash for the Blue Jays, and a good first drive. 3 runs, 4th play results in a penalty. Jamestown will keep moving. Beach, Kallenbach, the 2 receivers on the left. Kraber split out wide to the right. Tight end in the formation is Brody Hillstrom. Shemp remains in the backfield. Kallenbach motion left to right. They'll fake it to him, then give it to Shemp up the middle. He's got big space. Cuts to the right side, past the 20, down to the 15-yard line before he's wrapped up after a carry of 11 yards for Jacob Shemp. 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays inside the red zone, down to the Valley City 14-yard line.
Tackle by Gerhart.
Gerhart in on the tackle. 1st and 10 for Jamestown. About 9.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Look for Hillstrom to be a target in this situation. Get the big fellow the ball when you're down in the red zone. Snap, Walters, design quarterback run. He goes off the right side. Flag flies in the backfield. Walters picked up the first down, but we'll see that was thrown in the area of holding for Jamestown in the backfield. And it is holding against the Blue Jays. 10-yard penalty for Jamestown. We'll back them up to the 24-yard line. 1st and 20 upcoming for Jamestown as Walters looks over to the sideline. Kraber came over to talk with the sideline after that play ended. So the holding was actually in the backfield, so go back to the 27 on the right hash. 1st and 23 upcoming for Jamestown. Trio of receivers to the left side of the formation. Walters takes the snap. He immediately looks towards the left. He's airing it out deep for Kallenbach. Wide open. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Adam Kallenbach. 27 yards on the reception and a score for Jamestown. Kallenbach. First pass from Walters that didn't have a flag thrown on it. He hits Kallenbach. Walters 1 for 1, 27 yards and a touchdown. Adam Kallenbach gets the reception. He'll now attempt the point after. 9:10 to go first quarter. It's 6-0 Jamestown. Point after pending. Kallenbach. That one went off the post on the left side. 6 plays, 56 yards. And a touchdown for Jamestown. Adam Kallenbach, 27-yard reception. 3 receivers were split out to the left side of the formation. Walters immediately turned that way, and Kallenbach got open into the back corner of the end zone. 7-0 or 6-0 Jamestown after the point after went off the left upright for Kallenbach. 9:10 to go in the first quarter, and Valley City now set to receive the ball for the first time. We'll see the quarterback, Gavin Gerhart, come out onto the field. We'll see what this Jamestown defense can do this week. 33 points given up last week against Shanley. But before that, they had pitched a shutout against Watford City. They only gave up 8 points to Turtle Mountain, 19 points, or 7 points rather. They won 19-7 against Dickinson, and 7 points against St. Mary's as well. Gave up more points last week than they did the first 4 weeks of the season on defense. Hillstrom, kick is away. It's fielded by Shape. Right side of the field, gets up to the 30-yard line and stretches out to the 32. Austin Shape on the return, the senior wide receiver and defensive back. A nice setup for field position for Valley City on the right hash of the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. Shape will come out as a receiver as Gerhart checks to the sideline for Valley City. Skybull will be the main tailback for the Highliners. Really line up in the fullback set. A little bit of a pistol formation, motion from right to left. A lot of misdirection. They hand it off on the far side of the field and nowhere to go for Ethan Miller as he's cut down almost immediately. Thomas Ulmer in on the tackle for Jamestown. It's a loss of 3 yards. 2nd down and 13 upcoming. Got to reach the 42-yard line if you're Valley City. Backed up. Jamestown's Ulmer in on the tackle. A lot of misdirection. Fake to give up the middle. Fake the cut from right to left in the formation and gave to the wide slot receiver. 2nd and 13. Gerhart, more motion. This time he'll keep it. Look to pitch it out wide to the left, and now he does. That one was hauled in by Jacobson off the pitch, but he's dropped for another loss. It's a loss of 4 that time from Jacobson.
Kallenbach on the tackle for Jamestown.
Adam Kallenbach had the touchdown. He gets in on the tackle that time. -4 from Jacobson on the carry, 3rd down and 17. So this offense with nowhere to go, at least early on. Miller, a loss of 3 on his carry. Then Jacobson, a loss of 4, and we'll see what Gerhardt can do in terms of airing the ball out here. More motion, fake to Sky Bowl. Gerhardt rolls out right side, throw is complete to Shape. He's about 5 yards short of the first down as Kraber tries to wrap him up. He's helped in the process by Aiden Braun. It's a gain of about 15 there for Valley City up to the 38-yard line. Sets up 4th and 4. Braun and Kraber get the tackle. And a punt is coming from Valley City. So the first drive netting nothing for the Highliners. Jamestown in front 6-0. Punt is off from left to right. Kraber back, and it's actually Schemp who brings it in on the right side of the field. He'll get past the 45-yard line, cutting near midfield, and he's wrapped up right about the 50 for Jacob Schemp. Ball for Jamestown out to midfield. Second drive upcoming for the Blue Jays. Gerhardt getting that punt away for Valley City. Jamestown with 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Jackson Walters, the quarterback. Schemp in the backfield. Roll out to the left off the snap for Walters. He's going to throw it deep for Devin Beach down the field, and it's going to be pass interference again. Again, Egert is going to get tallied for pass interference. He got beat deep. And Devin Beach running down the field. It looks like Jamestown may have a lot of success passing this ball today.
On Valley City. That's a 15-yard penalty and a first down for the Blue Jays.
First down for Jamestown. So 1st and 10 for Jamestown. Ball at the 35-yard line after the 15-yard penalty. Gerhardt got his completion, just 1 for 1 on the day. Handoff up the middle to Jacob Schemp, who carries it for 6 yards for Jamestown. 2nd down and short upcoming for Jamestown. Got to get to the 25-yard line for a first down.
2nd and about 4 for the Blue Jays from the Highliner 29.
Walters in the shotgun set. Schemp is the tailback to his right, 2 receivers to either side. Drop back. Walters looks left side. He's going to flip it out for Kallenbach, but he overthrew Kallenbach. Incomplete. Walters now 1 for 2. 3rd down and 4 upcoming for Jamestown. Ball at the 29-yard line. You'd think it's 2-down territory for the Blue Jays pretty much no matter what here. 6:10 to go first quarter. 6-0 Jamestown in front of Valley City. The final game from Ernie Gates Field. Glad you're joining us on Jamestown 107.1 and KOVC. We're also streaming live tonight with video over at newsdakota.com. 1 receiver split out to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end set to the left side of the formation. They'll hand to Jacob Schemp. He runs straight towards that tight end spot. Past the first down marker, up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards for Jacob Schemp. Jamestown 1st and 10. Ball at the 25-yard line. Jacob Schemp, 5 carries so far. 26 yards for Schemp. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line as Walters returns from the sideline. Play clock down to 10. 2 receivers right. Beach is the lone receiver to the left. Snap. Walters will give to Schemp, and he's blown up in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 4 for Jacob Schemp. And in on the tackle, Joe Broden Muskie for Valley City.
Loss of 3.
Negative 3 yards for Jacob Schemp. Ball back at the 29-yard line. 2nd and 13 upcoming for Jamestown. Hillstrom, the tight end on the right side of the formation. Kraber and Kallenbach are split out to the right. Snap, Walters drop back. Free rusher coming off the right side. He'll throw left for Devin Beach, deep into the end zone. And did he hang on to it? He did. Touchdown, Jamestown. 29 yards to Devin Beach. Jackson Walters, 2 for 3 passing today. 2 passing touchdowns for the junior quarterback. And Jamestown's up 12-0 just like that. Walters to Kallenbach, Walters to Beach. Jamestown in control early of this one. Kallenbach on to attempt the extra point. Kallenbach waits. Kraber, the hold. Kallenbach puts it through. Jamestown will get 7 points this time around. Jamestown, 4 plays, 50 yards, and the touchdown to Devin Beach. And just like that, the Blue Jays are rolling early on in this one. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back with more Blue Jay and Highliner football. Jamestown 13, Valley City nothing. 4 minutes, 59 seconds to go in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds with more football.
Ready to make a difference in the lives of others? Join the team of healthcare professionals at Ave Maria Village and earn a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Looking for full-time CNAs to work 40 hours per week, salary depending upon experience, and excellent benefits. Apply online at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria/careers. Ave Maria Village is an equal opportunity employer.
Jackson Walters, 2 for 3 passing so far today. He's got 2 touchdown passes, and Jamestown leads 13-0 with 4:59 to play in the first quarter. Kick is off to the far side of the field, bounces down inside the 10-yard line. It's picked up by Austin Shape, gets to the 22 before he's wrapped up. Jamestown in on the tackle, Paris Deacom. So Valley City will start the 23-yard line on the right hash. 3 and out the last time around for Valley City. First 2 plays of the drive both resulted in negative gains. Then they got about 14 yards back on the pass to Shape, but Gerhardt, we'll see if he's willing or able to air the ball out a little bit more for Valley City on this drive, already trailing 13-0. Skyball's in the backfield. 2 receivers in the slot motion to the other side. They'll hand straight up the middle to Skyball, and he's met in the backfield. Walters in on the tackle.
Hit by Jackson Walters.
And it's a negate, nothing on the play.
Gain, 2nd and 10 for Valley City from its own 23.
So Sikora with his first carry. Second down and 10 for the Highliners. And 2 receivers in the slot. They'll motion from the right side of the formation this time. Hand and the pitch out to the right. Miller gets it, but again, nothing happening up front. 2 yards for Miller on the carry. 3rd down and 8 upcoming for the Highliners. 4 minutes and counting in the first quarter. 13-0 Jamestown leading Valley City. 3rd down and 7 officially. Ball spotted at the 26-yard line. On the right side of the field. Late substitution for Jamestown. Ethan Holmquist coming in for Damian Krebs up front. The nose tackle position. And Gerhardt waits with the play clock at 5. Motion from Jacobson. Snap, and they'll give it around on the opposite side to Ethan Miller. He gets to the 30-yard line. He's cut down at the 31. 4 yards on the carry for Ethan Miller. 4th down and short. And Valley City is going to be forced to punt again, it looks like, as Gerhardt, the quarterback, and he does the punting duties for the Highliner, so certainly you could have some trickery in the mix. Schemp and Kraber are deep for Jamestown, and now Schemp is running up on the one guy on the far side of the field Jamestown didn't have covered up. This one punted away to Kraber. He'll call for a fair catch and make it at the 35-yard line right off the left hash. Jamestown will take over on offense. 2:55 to go in the first quarter. Blue Jays 13, Highliners nothing. It's the #1 team in 11A, Jamestown, in front of the Highliners. 4-1 on the year for Jamestown, 1-4 for Valley City. The Highliners are 0-4 in the EDC. Jamestown went 4-0 in their WDA schedule. Jackson Walters, quarterback, with Shemp in the backfield with him. It's a snap, and they'll give it to Shemp on the ground, cut to the right side of the field. He's got a big hole up the middle, one man to beat, and he's cut down right near midfield, the 49-yard line. 14 yards on the carry for Jacob Shemp. Jamestown moves the chains on the first play of the drive right near midfield, just inside their own territory at the 49-yard line. 3 receivers split out to the left. I would guess Walters will check that way pretty much immediately. It's the snap. Walters looks that way. They're trying to air it out deep for Devin Beach once again. Beach makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. Wrapped up at the 10. Walters with his 3rd completion of the day. Beach hauls it in. And that's 41 yards on the reception for Devin Beach. So Beach hauls it in.
First down, Blue Jays at the Valley
2:15 to go, first quarter. Walters in the shotgun set. 1st and goal for Jamestown. 2 receivers on the right. It's a design QB draw straight towards the middle. Walters just stretching his body out. Picks up 5 or 6 yards for Jackson Walters. Get it down to the 3. 7 yards on the carry for Walters. 2nd and goal from the 3. Walters now 2 carries for 18 yards for Jamestown. And it's been pretty much positive in terms of yards on the offensive side for the Blue Jays. Under center, Walters will fake the give and then go to his tailback, Deacom, and he's in. Touchdown, Jamestown. 3-yard rush from Paris Deacom, and the Blue Jays get into the end zone. Jamestown now up 19-0. 4 plays, 65 yards for Jamestown. And this Blue Jay offense is humming early on. Deacom gets the carry and the score. First quarter, Jamestown looking to go in front 20-0. Kallenbach attempts the extra point, and that one is good. Just under a minute and a half to play in the first quarter. Jamestown 20, Valley City nothing. Jackson Walters 3 of 4 passing so far for the Blue Jays. He's got 2 touchdown passes. Deacom with his first carry of the evening gets into the end zone. Jacob Shemp above 30 yards on 7 carries so far, and it's just been a clinic on offense and defense from Jamestown to start this one. The Highliners will get the ball with a minute 29 remaining in this first quarter. Hillstrom set to tee it off for the Blue Jays. Couldn't have asked for a better start if you're head coach Bill Nelson in this scenario. Jamestown is all over Valley City currently. Highliner still a lot of time to catch up in this one. That's the one thing about getting behind the 8 ball this early on, is you've got plenty of time to cut into this lead as the game progresses, but you got to start moving on offense. No first downs yet for the Highliners in this one. Hillstrom to tee it off. Kallenbach also looked at it. Hillstrom puts this one up into the air. This one drops down right at the 15-yard line, picked up by Austin Shape. Another 12-yard return to the 25-yard line for Valley City on the right hash. It's where the Highliners will take over and run that wing T style offense, get under center, but it's not even under center. They run in the pistol, got a fullback behind him, slot receivers to either side. Lots of motion, Navy style, Army style, whatever you want to call it. Speed option offense for Valley City, but Jamestown seems like they're prepared, and at some point, Highliners are going to have to air this ball out a little bit to just keep the Jamestown defense honest. 1st and 10, moving from left to right for Valley City. They're on the right hash. Gerhardt will motion his receiver to the left side of the formation. Gerhardt play action and now rolls to the left. He's going to just keep it himself, and he got back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more for Valley City. 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Colton Muse in on the tackle. No gain on the play.
No gain. Would like to see Zach Sikora get the ball in that fullback position and just try to jam it up the middle in that 1st and 10 scenario for Valley City. Highliners trailing 20-0 with 50 seconds to play in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 upcoming. Again, pistols set, slot receivers to either side of the quarterback. Gerhardt, motion, pitch it out to the motion man in Miller. Spins forward, and he's going to get a first down, and the first down of the game for Valley City, up to the 36-yard line. Miller with 11 yards. 14 yards on 4 carries so far for Ethan Miller, a 5'10" sophomore.
And Ethan Holmquist in on the tackle. 1st and 10, Valley City from its own
1st
36.
and 10 for the Highliners, 36-yard line, and clock dwindling down. They will have to run one more play. 1 second difference between play and game clock. Gerhardt waiting. Take the snap, and he'll just run it himself up the middle, and nowhere to go for Gerhardt. That front 3 of Jamestown was immediately in the backfield. It's actually a loss of 1 for Gerhardt. Devin Beach in on the stop. Jamestown takes a 20-0 lead into the second quarter. What a start for Jamestown. And a 20-0 advantage. Jackson Walters with 2 touchdown passes. Paris Decum with a touchdown rush. And the Blue Jays lead 20-0. We're back in 1 minute with more Blue Jay and Highliner football on 107.1 and KOVC.
What makes the Honda 4Trax Rancher America's most popular ATV? Keeps getting better. That means an improved reverse system that's easier and quicker to use, a front utility box that's reachable from the riding position, and new racks that integrate with the Honda Pro Connect system, so you can swap accessories with no tools needed. With so many improvements, you can bet the ranch that there's a perfect Honda Rancher for you. Visit Gun and Reel Sports to see it today and learn how life is better on a Honda. For riders 16 years and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
This is Clint with RM Stout. We demand more from our cars than ever before. They're safe, powerful, fuel efficient, quiet, and the ones at RM Stout even look nice. It can be a burden to maintain a vehicle that does everything, so here's the point. When you buy a qualified car at RM Stout, we'll include a lifetime powertrain warranty. That's right, any new car and gently used gets a lifetime powertrain warranty. We aren't just saying it, we're printing it on a contract with the best warranty company in America. Reduce your financial risk today by trading a vehicle with a lifetime of coverage. RM Stout for the best value.
Back live to begin the second quarter. Gerhardt drops back to pass, throwing over the middle of the field and incomplete. He was looking for shape up the right seam. And now for Valley City, that brings up 3rd down and right about 10 for the Highliners. 20-0 lead for Jamestown on Valley City as we begin the second quarter. Jackson Walters, 2 touchdown passes. He's so far 3 of 4 passing. Gerhardt with that incompletion, now just 1 of 2. Snap, Gerhardt dropping back, looking left side. They'll throw it out for shape, and it's incomplete. A flag flying in late, and it looked like man, some offensive linemen going downfield for Valley City. They're trying to set up sort of what looked like a screen on the near side of the field, but a lot of chaos in the mix and trying to get that ball out to shape. It's an incompletion for now. Officials gather. Yellow marker at the 40-yard line. Right now, Valley City looking at 4th and 10, depending upon the result of this penalty. So the officials talking it out. An eligible man downfield, it looks like. And again, that offensive line, when you're throwing that screen pass, you got to make sure you're throwing it behind the line and then giving your linemen enough time to get down the field. This brings up 4th and 10, so it is an incompletion for Gerhardt. Shemp and Kraber back deep for Jamestown. Already a 20-0 advantage for the Blue Jays. 11:50 to go in the second quarter. Gerhardt will punt. This one into the air. It'll hop into the arms of Kraber. Shemp with the lead block up front. Kraber tries to stretch it out wide. He'll be wrapped up at the 45-yard line. Muskie in on the tackle for Valley City, and another good starting field position for Jamestown. First and 10 at the 44-yard line on the right hash in Jamestown territory for the Blue Jays. Jackson Walters back out onto the field. 10 total rushes so far for Jamestown, 4 passes. Walters is 3 for 4. So, 14 plays. You've scored 3 times. Shotgun motion across the formation from Craver. They'll give it on the ground to Deacom, and that ball stayed in Deacom's pocket, and he just gets a yard. Back to the line of scrimmage and a little bit more. 4 yards now on the ground for Paris Deacom. In the mix, Schuldheis.
On the tackle.
2nd and 9 upcoming for Jamestown. At the 46-yard line.
Gain of a couple.
Kraber and Hillstrom split out to the right. 2 receivers to the left side. Snap, Walters will fake the handoff now, flip it over the middle for Kallenbach, who makes the catch and then stumbles down at the 25-yard line. They beat Jacobson over the middle, down to the 25, from the 46 to the 25. That's a 30, near 30-yard reception for Kallenbach. Give him 28. Walters with another completion, now 4 of 5. And Jamestown with a first down upcoming just outside the 25-yard line at the 26. So Jackson Walters, shotgun set, takes the snap, flips it out right side for Preston Kraber, who makes the catch up the near side of the field. Blocker in front, Kraber towards the end zone, and he's hit in the end zone. Touchdown, Jamestown. 26 yards for Preston Kraber. And the Blue Jays lead 26-0 with a boatload of time still remaining in the second quarter. 3 plays, 56 yards. And Jamestown with another touchdown. 4 drives, 4 scores for the Blue Jays. Kallenbach on to attempt the extra point. Kraber, Kallenbach, and Beach all with touchdown receptions so far. Snap down, and Jamestown miscommunication on the point after. Kraber didn't get it down in time. That snap was a little high. It's the second time Jamestown has failed the point after, but it's a 26-0 lead for Jamestown. 26 yards on the pass and catch from Walters to Kraber. 3 plays, 56 yards, another score, and Jamestown 4 drives so far, 4 touchdowns. The defense has given up just 1 first down to Valley City on their first 3 drives, and it's been all Blue Jays flexing the muscle early for Jamestown with this 26-0 lead. And Valley City will get the ball trailing 26-0, and you're in danger territory already if you're the Highliners right now. Jamestown has pretty much done whatever they wanted to do on the offensive end through the first 4 drives of this series. And, man, just played 13 and a half minutes in this game, and it's 26-0. Shape Jacobson back at the 5-yard line for the Highliners. Kicking off from left to right is Jamestown. This one up into the air, fielded by the up man for Valley City. That's Egert who handled it. Kallenbach got to him at the 25-yard line. And now 1st and 10 for Valley City.
Valley City will start 1st and 10 from its own 24.
17 total plays on offense for Jamestown so far to get those 26 points. A pair of missed point afters. Ball at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 for Valley City. Gerhardt, the quarterback, that pistol set, but slot receivers to either side of him. He'll send motion from left to right. They were looking to get Jamestown to jump. Miller came out of the slot. He'll come left to right again this time. They'll run the option right side. Gerhardt doesn't pitch it, keeps it himself, and jumps forward to the 25-yard line. Got a yard on the carry. 2nd and 9 upcoming for Valley City.
Thomas Almer on the tackle.
Almer in on the tackle for Jamestown. Just a carry of a yard for the Highliners. 2nd and 9. Ball at the 25-yard line deep in Valley City territory. And that's the other thing for Jamestown. They've had beautiful starting field position on almost every drive so far. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, motion from left to right. They'll pitch it out to Miller this time, right side. He's got some blockers in front of him, stretched it out wide, but then was wrapped up after a gain of about 2 for Valley City. 3rd down and 7 upcoming.
Taken down by Aiden Braun.
Aiden Braun in on the tackle. So Miller has been the lead rusher so far for the Highliners.
And about 7 for Valley City.
Just 16 yards on 5 carries for Miller. 3rd down and 7. Again, the 93rd edition of Homecoming here at Ernie Gates Field. Jamestown closing out this field tonight, looking to do it in emphatic fashion. Dropping back is Gerhardt, flips it out right side into the air, and Kallenbach picks it off. At the 50-yard line, he'll cut towards the near side of the field, trying to get around a corner. Flag flies. We're going to have a block in the back as Kallenbach is wrapped up at the 28-yard line. This one's going to get pushed back to about the 45, but it's an interception as Gerhardt throws the pick. Adam Kallenbach with the INT, and it looked like a for sure block in the back against Jamestown right near the 35-yard line. So with 8:53 to go in the second quarter, Jamestown ahead 26-0 in this second quarter. Kallenbach gets the interception, and again, it is a block in the back against the Blue Jays, so back them up.
Jamestown will start 1st and 10 at the Valley City 45.
1st and 10 at the 45, a call officially a hold. So Jamestown will take over the 45 in Valley City territory. Walters, the quarterback, Shimp to his left. Snap, Walters, 3-step drop, looking middle of the field for Hillstrom, and he overshot him, was looking to go deep once again. So incomplete. There is another yellow marker. Jamestown moving backwards again. Another holding penalty against the Blue Jays. Mark them back 10 more yards. So instead of the 35-yard line to start this drive, Jamestown starts at the 45 in Valley City territory. Now back them up to their own 45 for the Blue Jays. 1st and 20. 1st and longer than that. 1st and 27 upcoming. So 1st and 26 for Jamestown.
39-yard line.
Ball placed at the Blue Jay 39. So the hold happened 6 yards in the backfield. Tack on 10 to that. So Walters waits. Takes the snap, looked right side, again looking deep, now rolls out to the near side of the field. Walters just going to keep it himself, gets up to the 45-yard line before he's rally tackled out of bounds. Walters gets 6 on the keeper. 2nd down and 20 upcoming. Jamestown on the offensive side has been able to move the ball that distance pretty easily tonight. 26-0.
For Jamestown.
Blue Jays lead. 8:39 to go until the halftime break. Walters alone in the backfield. Quick flip out to the left side. That's where Kallenbach is. He makes the catch, gets up to the 50, past the 45, and down at the 44. Kallenbach makes the reception. 10 yards for Adam Kallenbach. It's his 3rd reception of the game. 3rd down and 10 upcoming for Jamestown. 8 minutes, 10 seconds, and counting in the second quarter. 26-0, Jamestown in front of Valley City. 3rd and 10, back into Highliner territory at the original line of scrimmage. Walters with pressure coming his way, flips it up in the air for a screen. Kraber makes the catch, and he's cutting towards the 1st down marker at the 35. He's close. We'll see where they spot him. It looks like he is just short. 4th down and inches upcoming. And the big boys are coming in for Jamestown up front. 4th and short for the Blue Jays. Clock running, 7.5 minutes to go until the halftime break. 26-0. Kraber made the catch and got 10 yards in the process. 4th down and short. Walters under center, and they're just going to go straight ahead. Jackson Walters easily gets the first down. 4 yards on the carry for Walters. Jamestown with a 1st and 10 upcoming at the 31. 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go until the break. 26-0 Jamestown. The 33-yard line on the left hash. Trio of receivers to the right side of the formation, one to the left. Shemp is in the backfield. Walters drops back, 3-step drop. He's looking right side of the field, lofts it up for Hillstrom, who makes the catch at the 8-yard line, and then Hillstrom is tackled. 20 yards for Brody Hillstrom, his first reception of the evening.
22 on the play, now a flag late.
Make it 22, and a late flag comes in, and we've got some sort of unsportsmanlike penalty upcoming, it seems like, when it's that late after the play has happened. Another completion from Jackson Walters after the play on sportsmanlike conduct against Jamestown. So put them back 15 yards. And it's on Brody Hillstrom. Bill Nelson immediately in his ear after that.
15-yard penalty.
So 15-yard on the penalty. Jamestown will still have better field position than when they did before that play started. And it's after the play. So you get the first down and the marker, and then the ball placed at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays.
1st and goal for the Blue Jays from the Valley City 22.
Motion right to left from Kraber. They'll give it to him on the fly sweep. Kraber gets to the 20, up to the 19, and then he's shoved down at the 18-yard line. Host of tacklers in for Valley City. 2nd down and 5 upcoming.
Joe Cummings on the tackle for Valley City.
It's Kraber's first carry of the evening. Second down and 5 upcoming for Jamestown. Shemp is the tailback. Snap, rusher coming off the left side. Walters floats this one in the air. Miscommunication. Kallenbach cut in. Walters went over the top. It's incomplete. 3rd down and 5 upcoming. All of a sudden, Jackson Walters has started to air it out a little bit more for Jamestown. 8 of 11 passing for Jackson Walters. Now it's 3rd down and about 5 to go for the Blue Jays. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Snap for Walters. He drops back. Pressure coming. Evades it to the right side. Walters rolling to his right. Flips it up into the air for Kallenbach, and he couldn't make a one-handed catch.
Walters
Heavy traffic. Tried to grab it with the right hand. 6:02 to go in the 2nd quarter. It's 4th down upcoming for Jamestown. And Jackson Walters leaving the field. Looks like we've got a field goal attempt upcoming. So 6:02 remaining until the break.
Blue Jays will attempt a field goal.
And Adam Kallenbach is in to attempt a long field goal,
attempt.
35 yards from the left hash. Listed at 4th and 6 here at the 19-yard line. Jamestown in the red zone. Kraber to hold. Snap, they get it down. Kallenbach with a big boot, and that one is no good. Just pushed it left, had the leg, and probably 5 to 10 more yards with Kallenbach in that right leg, but he just pushed it to the left, and Jamestown will be content with that one on that missed field goal. 26-0. The Blue Jays lead with 5 minutes and 54 seconds to go until the halftime break. Jamestown will head over to the defensive side.
For our parade of Blue Jay football.
Valley City taking over at the 20-yard line for the Highliners. And under 6 minutes to play in this 2nd quarter. Jamestown scored touchdowns on their first 4 drives, and then the missed field goal is the first time the Blue Jays haven't gotten points.
first and 10 Valley City from its own 20.
Gerhardt, quick pitch out to the left side on a throw, looking for Ethan Miller. It's complete to Miller. Just the second completion for Gerhardt so far. Gain of 4.
Gain of 4.
So Miller
Second
gets
down
the
and
catch.
6 for Valley City from its own 24.
Gerhardt's second completion. He's now 2 of 5 on the evening. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. Gerhardt waits in that pistol set, but slot receivers to either side. Fullback in the set, and they give it to the fullback, and nowhere to go for Sikora. He got a yard. Brings up third down and medium for Valley City.
By Devin Beach.
So Sikora on the keeper.
Third and 5.
Third
for
and
the
5
Highliners
upcoming
from their own 25
for Valley
yard
City.
line.
Sikora has just kept the ball 2 times. They've only given it twice to the fullback in that set. Sikora just with 1 yard. Third and 5, and Valley City with just 1 first down so far in this first half. More motion this time, right to left, snap. They'll fake the pitch there and then give it to the other slot receiver, Miller, and he's dropped after a loss of 4 yards. A little bit of trickery and misdirection. Fake the pitch, give it to the other slot receiver coming from left to right, and Miller had nowhere to go. Negative 4 yards on the carry.
Valley City. Shemp and Kraber to return.
Gerhardt will punt once again. 5th drive, 5 punts for Valley City. Jamestown 26, Highliners nothing. Valley City will receive the ball to start the second half. This one is up into the air. Kraber running up and makes the catch at the 46-yard line. Jamestown will have it right in the middle of the field at the 46. 3:46 to go until the halftime break. 26-0. Jamestown leading Valley City. Gerhardt 2 of 5 from the field so far. Miller's got a reception, as does Shape. 18 total yards passing in the first half for Valley City so far.
Reminder to all Hall of Fame inductees, please start making your way
12
to the
yards
northwest
rushing for Miller,
for our halftime recognition.
but just a net of 10 yards on the ground for Valley City.
To the northwest corner gate of the
28 total yards of offense as a flag flies. Walters takes the snap, throws it out right side for Jacob Shemp. Complete up to the 34-yard line. We'll see what the flag is. And it came out as soon as that ball was snapped. Looked like somebody may have been offsides in the formation for Jamestown, actually. And it's illegal formation against the Blue Jays. Back them up 5 yards and into their own territory at the 49-yard line. So Jamestown, 1st and 15, just past midfield. 1st and 15 upcoming.
Back in the Blue Jay territory.
Walters.
1st and 15, Jamestown from its
3
own
receivers
49.
to the left side. Kraber is in the middle. Kallenbach to his right. And then Beach to the far side. Shemp in the backfield. They give it to Shemp on the ground. Cuts off the left side of the formation and then cuts back to the far side of the field. He's got 5 yards and then 3 more on top of that. 7 yards for Jacob Shemp on the carry. Gets them back to the original line of scrimmage and then some. 2nd and 7 coming up for Jamestown. We'll give Shemp 8 unofficially on the ground because it's unofficial. Why not give him the extra yard?
Please make your way to the northwest corner gate of the field by the concession stands.
3:05 to play in the second quarter. 26-0. Walters stands staggered with Shemp behind him. He'll run it out to the right side. He's going to keep it himself. Another designed run for Jackson Walters. He got popped by Schuldheis after a gain of 1.
Minimal gain.
3rd down and 7 upcoming for Jamestown.
3rd down for the Blue Jays and about 7. Ball at the Valley City 43.
On the near side of the formation, Brody Hillstrom as the receiver, 3 to the left. Shemp in the backfield, snap, Walters, 3-step drop now, rolls to his right, pressure coming, flips it over for Kallenbach, who makes the catch, and then steps
Walters
out of bounds at the
Kallenbach.
37-yard line, which looks like it's going to be a yard short of the line to gain.
6 on the play.
6 yards on the reception for Kallenbach. That's his 4th catch of the night.
4th down and about a yard for the Blue Jays. Ball at the Valley City 37-yard line.
4th and short upcoming. And I think you do the same thing here with Jackson Walters. Just get under center and push forward. Instead, Jamestown's going to line up in the shotgun set on 4th and 1. One receiver to either side. Tried to get Valley City to jump, and they did. Tyler Keys came across the line. It's offside.
Offside on Valley City. That's a first
And it's a first down for
the Blue
Jamestown.
Jays.
So the illegal formation for the Blue Jays negated 5 yards. That offsides penalty gives Jamestown 5 yards in the first down. Up into Valley City territory further at the 33-yard line on the right hash. Kraber to the left, Kallenbach to the right. Tied in the formation is Hillstrom. Schemp to the left of Walters. Snap, pressure coming, steps through it. Walters gets past the line of scrimmage up to the 25-yard line, stumbles forward towards the 20. Jackson Walters picks up about 10 yards on the carry. Give it more than 10, 13 for Walters.
First down and 10, Blue Jays at the Valley City.
First and 10 inside the red zone for Jamestown. 2 minutes to play until the halftime break. Hillstrom's the lone receiver on the right side of the formation, near side of the field. Walters dropping back. Their screen set up left side. Flip it out to Schemp. Makes the catch. Schemp up to the 10-yard line before he's dropped.
9 on the play.
9 yards on the reception for Jacob Schemp. That's his first catch of the evening. Shape gets the tackle for Valley City. Jackson Walters,
Second
10 of 13 passing now for Walters.
Ball at the Highliner 10-yard line.
3 touchdowns for the junior quarterback. Under 90 seconds to play, second quarter, down to 1 minute and 20 to go. And Jamestown will probably try to run some more clock as well. Play clock down to 10. Walters gets the snap. Another quarterback run, left side. Walters lowers the shoulder, looking for the end zone. That ball may have came out. Indeed, it did. And Valley City recovers deep inside their own territory. That's a huge recovery for Valley City. Jamestown knocking on the doorstep. Walters trying to get a couple extra yards, and he fumbles. So a fumble from Walters.
Highliners will start first and 10 from
Jacobson in on the recovery. Valley City will start deep in their own territory. Ball at the 2-yard line. And it looked like motion up front before that play even got started.
Flag on the play.
False start would move them half the distance, which is just back a yard. But if it's encroachment against Jamestown, move them back 5 yards. It's a false start against Valley City. So half the distance to the goal, loss of a yard. First and 11 upcoming for Valley City. Interesting thing for Jamestown here, you've got all 3 timeouts, 1 minute and 9 to play until the halftime break. And, you know, if Valley City is content to just run the ball here, maybe Jamestown will use those timeouts, try to get the ball back and score again. It's just a QB sneak right up the middle for Gerhardt. And got back to the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot more. Jamestown looks like they're taking a timeout. No gain for Gerhardt. It is a timeout for Jamestown, their first of the half. 2 timeouts remaining for Jamestown. 26-0, the Blue Jays in front of the Highliners. We're back in 30 seconds with more Blue Jay and Highliner football on 107.1 and KOVC, the voice of the Valley in Valley City.
When it comes to farm equipment, there's no such things as an inexpensive repair, and there's no downtime. That's why it pays to get the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years, 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex premium fuels and lubricants. You can even get the Total Protection Plan for your used equipment. Contact Gary at Creative Energy in Jamestown, your certified Cenex distributor today.
1 minute and 2 seconds to go until the halftime break. Jamestown 26, Valley City nothing. Jaron Matheny here on Jamestown 107.1. We're streaming live tonight on newsdakota.com, also on KOVC in Valley City. 26-0 lead for Jamestown. They scored 21 points in the first quarter of this one, and first 4 drives of the game, Jamestown got points. First and 9, ball at the 3-yard line. There's the snap. Gerhardt gives it straight up the middle to Sikora, who gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he actually lost a couple yards, and Jamestown wants another timeout.
Timeout, Blue Jays.
26-0. 55 seconds on the game clock for Jamestown. 3rd down and 10 upcoming as Sikora actually lost a yard on that carry. Bill Nelson getting his punt return ready on this 3rd down. Valley City, I mean, I think you just have to run the ball at this point to try and force Jamestown to use that final timeout and then see if your defense can hold, and hopefully Jamestown doesn't move quickly down the field. Grand Forks Red River victorious over Watford City, 24-13. 3rd down and 10 upcoming for Valley City. 55 seconds to go until the halftime break. Jamestown 1 timeout remaining, 26-0 lead. Gerhardt, the snap, he's going to pass, looking left side of the field, just airs it up. This one up into the air. Kallenbach looking for it, picks it off, and he's taken out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Jamestown now has a timeout, and the Blue Jays with their 2nd interception. Kallenbach, interception number 2 of the evening. Gerhardt just trying to air it out. What looked like a little bit of a wounded duck coming out of his right arm. And Jamestown now just outside of the red zone.
22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22, 46 seconds to go, and Jamestown has a timeout. Walters with the snap, rolling to the left side. He's going to air it out deep. Looking back corner of the end zone for Kallenbach. Did he catch that? Officials get together. That's Devin Beach in the back corner. Did he catch it? He did. What a catch from Devin Beach. 22 yards, and Jamestown 1 play and a touchdown for the Blue Jays. Beach hauls it in. That's his 2nd touchdown reception of the evening. My goodness. Back corner of the end zone. And Walters hits Devin Beach for the score. And now Jamestown is going to call timeout. 32-0 here. And it looked like the special teams unit wasn't on the field, or the proper special teams unit at least for Jamestown. Devin Beach, 22-yard reception. Beach with his 2nd touchdown catch. 1 of 29 yards, 1 of 22 yards for Devin Beach. And just incredible effort. Back corner of the end zone, skied into the air, defender in his face, and hauled it in. 32-0 point after pending for the Blue Jays. Jackson Walters with 4 touchdown passes in the first half. It has been all Jamestown in this one, and the second half will start with a running clock as well, with Jamestown up by 30. So Bill Nelson, wise clock management, used the timeouts with Valley City deep in their own territory. Interception for Adam Kallenbach, his 2nd of the evening. And the Blue Jays look to go ahead 33-0. Kraber on the hold, snap is down, kick is up and through. Oh no, it is not good. Missed left for Kallenbach. It's the 3rd missed extra point for Jamestown this evening. 1 on the snap and hold, but Kallenbach, who has been pretty solid kicking extra points so far this year, has missed 2 of them, and then another one for Jamestown mishandle on the snap. So 32-0 could easily be 35-0 for the Blue Jays at this point, but you're not going to complain a lot if you're Jamestown at the halftime break on missed extra points if you're leading 32-0. 39.9 seconds to play in the second quarter. Jaron Matheny here on Jamestown 107.1 and KOVC. We're also streaming live over at newsdakota.com. It's been all Blue Jays from the start in this one. 21 points in the first quarter. or 20 points in the first quarter, I should say, with the missed extra points. And then 12 here in the second quarter. Hillstrom tees it up. Kallenbach puts the hand in the air. Hillstrom slips down as he gets this one away. Shape picks it up on the right side of the field, up to the 25-yard line. Little bit of space, and then he slides down at the 34. 34 seconds to go. 1st and 10 upcoming for Valley City. And ball will be spotted at the 33-yard line on the right hash.
Colton Muse on the tackle.
Colton Muse, haven't said his name a lot tonight, but he's in on the tackle for Jamestown.
33-yard line.
1st and 10 for Valley City at the 33-yard line, and we'll see what the Highliners want to do offensively, because at this point you may just take it into the halftime break, say we're down 32-0, let's reset, regroup, and we get the ball first coming out of halftime anyway. Valley City does have all 3 of their timeouts, though, in this first half as well. Gerhardt, pistol set. Sikora is the fullback behind him. Snap, Gerhardt dropping back, looking to the left side. They'll flip it out to Sikora, who makes the catch, and then he's met by a couple of Jamestown defenders. 2 yards on the reception for Sikora. Dominic Muse met Sikora first. Gerhardt with his 3rd completion.
Dominic Muse on the tackle.
Sikora, his 1st reception. Valley City looks like they're content to let this one go into the halftime break. Homecoming football here in Jamestown, and the Blue Jays are all over Valley City, 32-0. Jamestown in front of the Highliners. We're going to take a 3-minute break. When we come back from this short 3-minute break, we'll have your first half stats for both sides, as Jamestown's Jackson Walters with 4 touchdown passes in the first half, and the Blue Jays in front 32-0. Again, we're back in 3 minutes with more Blue Jay and Highliner football on 107.1 and KOVC.
Family time is precious. Gain more with local care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes at Jamestown Regional Medical Center in Valley City and Carrington. JRMC Orthopedics also offers same-day and next-day appointments in Jamestown. Schedule online anytime at jrmcnd.com/orthopedics or call 701-952-4878. Learn more at jrmcnd.com.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
Where do you find the friendliest staff, largest selection, lowest prices, and freshest produce? Hugo's in Jamestown. And did you know that shopping all the departments and all the sales can be done online? That's right, Hugo's Family Marketplace offers online shopping. Get to gohugos.com and start filling that virtual cart. Once done shopping, choose pickup or Hugo's delivery service and wait for the in-store shopping to be done for you. Hugo's Family Marketplace, online shopping at gohugos.com.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Paying your energy bill the old-fashioned way takes a lot of steps, including all those steps to the mailbox. ePay from Otter Tail Power Company is an easier way to manage your account anytime, anywhere, even from your mobile phone. It's free. It's easy. Take the first step. Enroll at otpco.com/epay. Otter Tail Power Company. On for you.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Frank, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jengula. 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their great selection. Have they got frames? Over 1,000 pair for you to try. So many on hand that you'll want a pair for every outfit. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today in Valley City, Jamestown, or Carrington. Professional Eye Care Centers. Clearly the best.
Enjoy the rustic Frontier Fort Bar, Grill, and Gift Shop. The gift shop is open year-round with North Dakota tourism gifts and unique jewelry. And for a true Dakota Territory dining experience, the Frontier Fort Grill is open from 4 to 9 Monday through Saturday. Every Thursday night, get a rack of ribs, fries, coleslaw, and toast for just $9.95. And their legendary prime rib is served on Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in or call for takeout at 252-7492. The Frontier Fort, on the road to the Buffalo, Jamestown.
For generations, Unison Bank has been your community bank. At Unison Bank, we offer our customers prompt and personalized service while providing financial solutions for your unique, individualized needs. For all your personal or banking business needs, choose Unison Bank as your local financial institution. Go ahead. Stop by our branch in Jamestown or visit unisonbank.com for more information. Member FDIC.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
At the halftime break, Jamestown 32, Valley City nothing, as the Blue Jays are controlling this one and have from the start. Jamestown High School 2021 Hall of Fame inductees being announced here at the halftime break at Ernie Gates Field in the final game from Ernie Gates Field. What a first half it was in the battle for the Iron Helmet. Jamestown's Jackson Walters, 11 of 14 passing, 4 touchdowns, 245 yards through the air. He also had 42 rushing yards in that first half for the Blue Jays. Devin Beach with 2 touchdown catches, 92 yards in total for Beach. He had 3 total catches in that first half of play for Jamestown. Adam Kallenbach with 61 yards receiving and a touchdown in the first half for the Blue Jays. Preston Kraber, 2 receptions, 36 yards, and a score. He had 5 rushing yards in the first half as well. Paris Deacom only carried the ball twice, but one of them was for a score for Jamestown. Jacob Schemp has carried the ball 8 times in the first half for the Blue Jays, and for Schemp, sitting at 35 yards rushing. Again, Jackson Walters 42 rushing yards. Jamestown right about 80 total rushing yards, over 300 yards total in the first half, and it was the opposite of that for Valley City. Gavin Gerhardt, 3 of 8 through the air, 20 yards for Gerhardt on the ground. Ethan Miller leading the way for Valley City. And really outside of Miller and what he's been able to do carrying the ball, it's been 12 total yards for Miller on the ground and 16 total rushing yards for Valley City in that first half of play. So 20 yards passing, 16 rushing for Valley City in the first half, and really there's just not a lot happening on the offensive end for the Highliners. 32-0 lead for Jamestown on Valley City, and it's been that way from the start. Jackson Walters has looked a lot more comfortable this week in the quarterback position. It certainly helps that Jamestown, isn't taking on a team that's in 2A this week like Shanley, as they did last week. So maybe that helped calm Walters down as well. But, man, what a first half it was, and you're trying to close out Ernie Gates Field with an emphatic statement. Well, Jamestown has done that so far in the first half, and that is certainly impressive from the Blue Jays from start to finish in that first half. The one mistake, the fumble. Adam Kallenbach had 2 interceptions in the first half of play as well for Jamestown. So certainly it was a good first half of action for the Blue Jays. The Highliners will be against that running clock to start the second half because of a 30-point lead at the halftime break for Jamestown. And it's just been all Blue Jays, and that's kind of what you would expect. The number 1 team in 11A taking on a team in Valley City who's only got 1 win on the season, and it's just been right there from the start to this point in the game. It's been all Jamestown, and for good reason. The Blue Jays dominating Valley City right now. So 32-0 at the halftime break. We're trying to get you some scores from across the state of North Dakota. Bismarck High leading on Dickinson 28-6 at the halftime break. And in South Dakota, Watertown 17, Aberdeen Central 0 at the break. St. Mary's is up 35-0 on Williston at the half. Again, Bismarck High 28, Dickinson 6 at the break. St. Mary's dominating Williston. They're moving up into Class 2A for that matchup. Oaks in front of Lisbon 14-0 at the half. That game on KDDR, you can listen to it there with Jared Sleppy as well. We've got some scores from Division II hockey at the end of the first period. Jamestown 3, NDSU 0 for the Jimmies. Women's volleyball also going on with UJ tonight. We'll have Jamestown College football tomorrow on 107.1 at 1 o'clock in Nebraska as Jamestown takes on Doane. And your final halftime score update, Mandan and Davies tied at 14. That was as of 20 minutes ago, so that score may have changed by this point. But at the halftime break here at Ernie Gates Field, in the final game at Ernie Gates, Jamestown 32, Valley City nothing. And it's been all Blue Jays in the first half. Jackson Walters, 245 yards through the air, 42 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns passing for Walters in that first half of action for Jamestown. And, you know, the total yards will make you look up at the scoreboard as well. Century 14, Fargo Shanley 7 late in the third quarter on this Friday, October 1st. But what a start to this one. Jamestown 32, Valley City nothing. And the Blue Jays will come out to the second half after the 2021 Jamestown Hall of Fame inductees are recognized. And let's take a minute to talk about some of those inductees for Jamestown's high school's latest class, including the second team ever to be inducted into the Jamestown High School Hall of Fame. That would be the 1969 gymnastics team. Barb Mitchell also being inducted into the Hall of Fame. She was part of that 69 gymnastics team for Jamestown. And you talk about a long list and a long list of success that has seen a lot of games here at Ernie Gates Field. That's this list of Hall of Fame inductees. Jeff Dick, the class of 1984, 7-year varsity letter winner. EDC state champion in cross country in 82 and 93. Brian Hogan, an all-conference defensive selection in 1978. He was the class of 78. He went undefeated in the high jump in both 77 and 78 during the indoor and outdoor seasons. Joe Kraber, the longtime athletic trainer, inducted into the Jamestown Hall of Fame as well tonight. Dale Kruger, the class of 1971. Jeff Sheets, of the class of 1968, scored 10 touchdowns in the 1967 season. And Jerry Weber, class of 1951. Jerry passed away in 2017. He played 3 sports, thriving in football during his time at Jamestown, where he averaged 2 touchdowns per game in his final 2 seasons. He was an All-American honorable mention in 1949. And then a Navy Flyer. He served alongside John McCain III and retired in 1986 as a naval captain. That was Jerry Weber, inducted into the Hall of Fame. You can read more on everybody inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight for Jamestown High School over at newsdakota.com. We have an interview with Mark Eukstead as well. It's about 20 minutes long. If you want to hear the in-depth details of all those people's time at Jamestown High School, certainly listen to that interview. Again, it's over at newsdakota.com. We're going to take another 3-minute break. When we return, we've got your second half of action coming your way. Jamestown 32, Valley City nothing at the halftime break. We're back in 3 minutes with more Blue Jay and Highliner football right after this.
You know you don't really want that hurry-up, bought on the cheap, not sure what I got insurance coverage. Good, because Farmers Union insurance agents do things just a little different. We'll work with you personally for home, auto, business, or farm insurance and tailor the exact coverage plan you need, because we're not satisfied until you are. Different? You bet. Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
Good luck to the Blue Jays and Jimmies from your local Farmers Union agent, Steve Benyon.
Not all products underwritten by Farmers Union Insurance.
This is Clint with RM Stout. We demand more from our cars than ever before. They're safe, powerful, fuel efficient, quiet, and the ones at RM Stout even look nice. It can be a burden to maintain a vehicle that does everything, so here's the point. When you buy a qualified car at RM Stout, we'll include a lifetime powertrain warranty. That's right, any new car and gently used gets a lifetime powertrain warranty. We aren't just saying it, we're printing it on a contract with the best warranty company in America. Reduce your financial risk today by trading a vehicle with a lifetime of coverage. RM Stout for the best value.
Ready to make a difference in the lives of others? Join the team of healthcare professionals at Ave Maria Village and earn a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Looking for full-time CNAs to work 40 hours per week, salary depending upon experience, and excellent benefits. Apply online at smphhealth.org/AveMaria/careers. Ave Maria Village is an equal opportunity employer.
Where do teams go to get their custom printed apparel?
Original!
Where do companies go to get their corporate logo printed on shirts, caps, and jackets?
Originals, of course.
And where do fans go to get their Blue Jay and Jimmy apparel either off the rack or single-piece prints?
Originals! Original!
There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals, 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays.
This is Warren Abrahamson, News Director for i3G Media and a University of Jamestown graduate. Why did I choose Jamestown to start my journey to success? Well, having grown up in the small town of Malta, Montana, I like the small class sizes, the family feel on campus, and the warm welcome from staff and faculty. It was a great fit. Start your journey today. Visit uj.edu or call the admissions staff to chat about your potential college experience right here in Jamestown. That's uj.edu, the University of Jamestown in North Dakota.
Before you can start building a business, you have to build a business. You know, a building, a storefront, a facility, new or addition. Problem is, you're too busy taking care of business. You don't have time to meet with a planner, a contractor, and suppliers. But if you wait any longer, you're going to start losing business. Enter Hillerud Construction. They're in the business of building business. Quality commercial construction saves you time, stress, and money so you can get on with your business. Visit hillerudconstruction.com.
AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296HH Jamestown.
Jamestown 107.1 and KOVC in Valley City at the halftime break. The Highliners trail the Blue Jays 32-0. Jamestown in front behind 11 of 14 from the field from Jackson Walters. 245 yards for the starting quarterback at Jamestown. He's got 4 touchdown passes. He's also rushed for more than 40 yards this evening, and it's been all Jamestown from pretty much the kick in this one. A 32-0 advantage. Jamestown High School 2021 inductees recognized at the halftime break for the Hall of Fame. 7 new members and 1 team inducted into that Blue Jay Hall of Fame as both teams have returned to the field for the second half of action. We're about 2 minutes away from the second half getting underway. And again, the clock will be running to start this second half because Jamestown is up by 30. So that 30-point threshold is your marker. 32-0 Blue Jays. 3 missed extra points. First one went off the left upright, then a missed snap and mishandle on the hold, and then Kallenbach missed wide left in his last extra point. Larry Ukstead and Bill Nold, former head coaches for Jamestown, in attendance tonight. From 1990 to 94, Jamestown went 21-5 here at home under head coach Bill Nold. Class A state semis in 91. And UJ and Jamestown High School, Jamestown College at the time, of course, shared Washington Field until Taylor Stadium was built in 1934. Washington Field, of course, now becoming Ernie Gates Field. And one of the headlines, November 3rd, 1933, the first state title year for Jamestown, read, Jamestown beats Valley City State 42-0. Here at Washington and Ernie Gates Field. The Blue Jays in their time on this field went 7-4 in home playoff games and looking for the Iron Helmet here tonight, and certainly Jamestown well on their way and closing out Ernie Gates Field in emphatic fashion, and certainly a beautiful night to do it. 47 years of Ernie Gates Field, 1928 to 2022 in total, 93 homecomings played here at Ernie Gates Field. It'd be nice to do it at Raleigh-Greeno Field next year, that's for sure. Jamestown will be back at Raleigh-Greeno next weekend, Friday night against Mandan. So we'll see the Blue Jays look to continue what should be a win streak, looking to get to 5-1. Hillstrom tees it up, and we are set for the second half of action. This one is booted into the air, dies down at the 32-yard line. It's just covered up. Egert is the one who got to it for Valley. And Valley City will start first and 10.
Falls on the ball for
Valley right City. Near the 35-yard line. 34. At the 34 is where things will begin for Valley City. 32-0, Jamestown in front of Valley City. We'll see motion, I would assume, as Gerhardt waits. He'll actually drop back. Quick pass left side is complete. Shape makes the reception and gets up to the 50-yard line. So an aggressive start for Valley City. Nets them 15 yards. Shape with his second reception. It's the 4th completion for Gerhardt. And that's the first time Valley City has started the drive with a pass. Shape makes the catch, his second reception. Now he's got 29 yards on the evening. Past the 50-yard line into Jamestown territory for Valley City. As Gerhardt waits, takes the snap, he'll drop back again, looking left for Shape. They hit him, and it's 5 to 6 yards on the reception to Shape, make it 5. 2nd and 5 upcoming for Valley City at the 44-yard line.
2nd down and 5 for the Highliners. Ball at the Blue Jay.
Gerhardt has completed 3 out of his last 4 passes for Valley City. He only had 3 completions in the first half. He's got 2 to begin the second half. Gerhardt in that pistol set with slot receivers to either side. 2 receivers to either side of him spread out wide. They're looking to flip it out into the flat. They get it there. Catch is made by Jacobson, and then he gets right near the line to gain up to the 41-yard line. He's 2 yards short of that marker. Kraber gets the tackle. Jacobson's first catch.
And a yard.
3-yard reception. 3rd down and short upcoming for Valley City. Ball at the 41-yard line on the right hash. Again, Gerhardt in that pistol set with a fullback straight behind him. And they'll give it to the fullback straight up the gut, and he didn't get there. Met at the line of scrimmage. Sikora with nowhere to go. No yards. 4 rushes for Sikora, net of 0 so far for the fullback.
Damian Krebs on the tackle.
Krebs
No
first to meet him. 4th down and 2 upcoming.
And a couple for Valley City.
Valley City, after starting this drive with 3 consecutive passes, they go to the ground, don't gain anything. We'll see what Gerhardt does here on 4th and 2. Sikora directly behind him. Gerhardt takes the snap, looks immediately right side, quick little route, it's incomplete. Looking for Tucker Orner, went in and out of his hands. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Jamestown after the turnover on downs. Clock should continue to wind here with Jamestown up 32 to nothing. Get the ball set, the 41-yard line on the left hash. And now the clock will roll as the ball is set. So Jamestown under 9.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Decum's in the backfield with Jackson Walters. Snap, and they'll give it to Decum to the right side of the formation. Back to the line of scrimmage, pushing forward, and it's a net of nothing for Decum that time. 2nd and 10 for Jamestown.
Cummings on the tackle.
Joe Cummings in on the tackle for Valley City, rather. 2nd and 10, 32 to nothing. Jamestown in front of Valley City here at Ernie Gates Field for the final time. Blue Jays, the shotgun set, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. That snap was botched, and Walters just jumps on top of it. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards for Jackson Walters, but fortunate for Jamestown, that snap was just not good. Looked like maybe it hit the rear end of the center Simmers and just didn't get back to Walters, but that ball was left way short from Blake Simmers. 3rd down and 12 upcoming for Jamestown. Empty set in the backfield. Walters throws it out quickly to the right side for Preston Kraber. He makes the catch, and then he's tackled after a gain of maybe 1. Kraber will get the reception, and Jamestown will be forced to punt. And that's something we have not said yet tonight. So 4th down and 11 for the Blue Jays, and Adam Kallenbach will come out to punt for Jamestown. Clock continues to wind. We're under 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 32 to nothing advantage for the Blue Jays. 2 deep back to receive for Valley City, including Gavin Gerhardt. Gerhardt, and it may be Sikora deep as well.
Jacobson to return.
Jacobson and Gerhardt. This one up into the air. This one drops down and rolls towards the 20-yard line, and that's where it will be down. Dominic Muse downs it, 40 yards on the punt for Adam Kallenbach. 7 minutes, 19 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Jamestown 32, Valley City nothing. Highliners take over on the left hash at the 20-yard line to begin their 2nd drive of the first half. We'll see if they go to that quick pass game again, which seemed to work for the first 3 plays of the last drive. Gerhardt had an incompletion on 4th and 2, forced the turnover on downs. Gerhardt gets the snap, throws it out to the right side, caught, and Jacobson makes a man miss. He's wrapped up by Walters past the 25-yard line at the 28. 8 yards on the reception for Jacobson. That's his second catch. And this quick passing game is working for Valley City. And this is exactly what Shanley did last week to get their offense going early on. They were throwing quick little swing routes into the flats, anything over the middle on a slant, and just move, go fast. And that's where Shanley found some success last week against Jamestown. 2nd and 2 for Valley City. Gerhardt looked to the right now, flips it out, and incomplete. Jacobson looked like he was blocking partially down the field there when that pass was thrown out, still within that 5-yard window. Third down and 2 upcoming for Valley City. Incompletion from Gerhardt. And after going just 3 of 8 in the first half, he's got 4 completions in the second half already. Third down and 2. Motion left to right. They'll run the option, pitch it out to Jacobson. He's trying to stretch it out wide. Walters got to him at the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 2 upcoming for Valley City as Jackson Walters gets on the tackle. And man, Jackson Walters covers a lot of ground, moving side to side. Gerhardt looks like he's going to punt this one away, and Kraber is back deep to receive for Jamestown. Matt Stockert talking with Kraber, his deep man, who will count out the white helmets on the field. Gerhardt blocked punt. This one up into the air. It's going to roll down at the 40-yard line in Valley City territory, partially blocked by Aiden Braun, and Jamestown will have fantastic field position at the Valley City 40-yard line, straight up the middle, and get this offense back out on the field. See what Jackson Walters can do at quarterback with his second drive of this second half. 5 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the third quarter. 32-0, Jamestown in front, and the clock now starts to wind. Play clock at 25. Walters will get the call on offense. Deacom is the tailback. Hillstrom split out wide to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Beach is the tight end on the left side of the formation. Walters snap, give to Deacom. He nearly slipped in the backfield, but still picks up 4 yards. 2nd and 6 for Jamestown.
Cummings on the tackle.
4th carry by Deacom.
2nd and 6, Blue Jays at the
8
Valley
total
City,
yards.
36.
Walters check to the sideline, comes back out onto the field. Deacom will split off his right hip. 1 receiver far side of the field, trio to the left. Walters waits in the shotgun, takes the snap. 5-step drop. Walters looking to air it out for Kallenbach on that wheel route. Near side of the field, Kallenbach makes the catch, and he's pushed out of bounds inside the 15-yard line, down to the 11. We'll see where they mark it. 26 yards, and the reception is going to be 1st and goal right at the 10.
1st and goal, Blue Jays.
Walters with the completion. 1st and goal for Jamestown at the 10-yard line. Motion left to right from Kallenbach. They'll fake the jet sweep, hand it to Deacom instead. He cuts forward and lost his footing again. 6 yards on the ground for Deacom. His 5th rush of the evening has become the primary tailback here in the second half for Jamestown. Under 4 minutes, 3.5 to play, third quarter.
2nd and goal at the 4.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line for Jamestown. Still in the shotgun set. Beach and Hillstrom in as the tight ends, left side of the formation. Hand to Deacom. He goes to the right and got back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more for Deacom.
Minimal gain.
3rd down and goal for Jamestown. Clock will get under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. 32-0. Blue Jays in front of Valley City.
3rd down and goal for the Blue Jays. The Highliner 4-yard line.
Walters in the shotgun. Deacom the tailback, another botched snap. Walters picks it up off the field, rolls right side, flips it towards the end zone and out of bounds. Really smart decision by Jackson Walters there. Pick up the ball, get out of the pocket as quick as you can, and then just flip it out of bounds if nothing is there. It was one-on-one coverage, but running out of room on that side of the field. Throws it out of bounds. Jamestown appears like they're going to go for it here on 4th down and goal at the 5. And you know, you kick it here, and Colin Bach has struggled a little bit today in terms of field goals. He's definitely got the leg to kick it from deep. Play clock down to 10. Deacom to the right side of Walters, 4th and goal. Snap, Walters rolls towards his right, flips it low, catch is made, but short of the line of gain. It's actually called incomplete. Kraber will hand it off to the official. Valley City will take over, and we'll see if that is officially ruled a catch. Valley City will have it deep in their own yard line at the 2. So the official in the middle of the field actually called it a catch.
Yards to Kraber. Valley City takes over on downs.
Far side official said it was incomplete. He's overruled. 1st and 10 for Valley City. Ball at the 2-yard line for the Highliners. Under 2 minutes to play, 3rd quarter, 32-0. Jamestown in front.
1st and 10, Valley from its own 2-yard line.
Valley City in tight in the formation once again. Gerhardt gets the snap, give it straight up the middle, and again, minimal gain for Socorro. Just back to the line of scrimmage, if a yard there. There's been nothing up front in that ground attack. They've been able to use the slot wide receivers with Miller a little bit to their advantage, but outside of that, it's been a lot of no gains on the ground, and that rushing attack just not there for Valley City at the moment. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Jaron Matheny on Jamestown 107.1 and KOVC, 2nd and 9 upcoming. Snap, Gerhardt will pitch it out to the slot receiver. This one out for shape, and he's thrown down past the 20-yard line. It's Ethan Miller on the carry. Looks like 18 yards on the carry for Miller. That's the longest rush of the game for Valley City, longest play of the game for the Highliners, as Miller picks up 18.
1st and 10, Valley from its own 21.
Clock continues to wind here in the 3rd quarter. Right hash at the 20-yard line. 2 receivers to either side of the formation for Gerhardt. Snap, a quick pass out to the right side. That catch is made by Tucker Orner, and then thrown down after another minimal pickup for Valley City. That's 4 yards that time.
Pickup of 5
for Orner.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Blue Jays
3rd quarter expires.
32-0.
Orner gets 4 yards on the reception. Jamestown leads 32-0 after 3 quarters of play. Again, the clock will continue to wind in the 4th quarter with Jamestown ahead 32-0. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We're back with more Blue Jay and Highliner football after this on Jamestown 107.1 and KOVC.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto, and guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. State Farm agent Brock Romine is your go-to agent in Jamestown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. Call Brock Romine at 952-8900 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Hey, Sean here with the Jamestown Country Club. It's been a great season, but it's never too early to think about next year. We are offering a new member special for the 2022 season. A single membership is $1,000, $1,200 for a couple, and $1,400 for a family. And you can finish this year's season on us. All memberships includes the golf carts and range balls, so sign up today and come play the remainder of this year and all of next.
Start of the 4th quarter here at Ernie Gates Field. Jamestown 32, Valley City nothing. We are live from inside the press box at Ernie Gates Field. Gerhardt drop back, swing it out to the left side, and picked off by Jacob Shemp at the 31-yard line. Shemp cut the slant route, gets the interception. It's the third interception tonight for Jamestown. Shemp gets the pick, and Jamestown will take over deep in Valley City territory.
1st and 10, Jays at the Valley City 32.
So ball placed at the 32-yard line. Jamestown 1st and 10 at the right hash 32-yard line. Motion right to left from Preston Kraber. They'll give it to Deacom instead. The tailback goes to the left side of the formation, gets past the 30-yard line down to the 29. So 2nd down and 5 upcoming.
Tackle by Broden Muskie.
Muskie gets the stop for Valley City. Deacom continues to be the main tailback for Jamestown in the second half.
Valley City 28.
It's the 7th carry for Deacom. 2nd and 5. Walters drops back, throwing it deep towards Beach once again, and he just let him a hair too far. 3rd down and 6 upcoming for Jamestown. Incompletion
5 for the Blue Jays.
For Walters.
Ball at the 28 of Valley City.
In Valley City territory at the 28-yard line. 32-0 Jamestown. Clock winding because of the 30-point lead for the Blue Jays. 10 minutes, 10 seconds to go, 4th quarter. 3rd down and 6 upcoming at the 28. Snap. Walters drops back to pass. They've got a screen set up to the right side. Flip it out, and it's incomplete for Jamestown. They had it looking for Aiden Braun. Couldn't haul it in. Now 4th down and 6.
4th down for the Blue Jays at the 28 of Valley City.
And why not go for it here if you're Jamestown? You're not going to get anything. You're in the no man's land sort of part of the field here where Kallenbach, I mean, you could probably attempt from 45 if you really want to. But at this point, try to keep the clock moving and keep the ball away from Valley City. 9.5 minutes to go, 4th quarter. Walters. Shotgun rolling out to the right side. He's going to keep it himself. Should be able to get the 1st down. Lowers his shoulder. He's close to the line to gain.
Close to a 1st down.
We'll see where the spot is.
Connor Remick on the tackle.
So he rolled out right. It looks like he may be just short. See again where that spot is placed. And we're going to have a measurement, it looks like, potentially.
Officials timeout.
And it's a turnover on down, so they will not measure. It's a 5-yard carry for Jackson Walters, but a turnover on downs. Walters' 9th rush of the evening. So 1st and 10 upcoming for Valley City. 24-yard line on the left hash.
23.
Nine minutes and 5 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. Jaron Matheny here on 107.1 and KOVC. We're also video streaming at newsdakota.com. Gerhardt waits in the pistol set. Takes the snap, dropping back, looking to air it out deep. Right side of the field. He's looking for Jacobson, and that one thrown out of bounds. Incomplete. Just trying to target Jacobson on a sort of, look like a corner route towards the far side of the field. 2nd down and 10. Now for Valley City. 32-0 Jamestown. 8.5 minutes to play. Gerhardt, quarterback, throwing the incompletion that time. It's the snap here, pitch it out wide to the right side. They get it to Miller. He tries to stretch it out wide. Nowhere to go this time for Ethan Miller. It's been his game, really, in terms of the offensive attack for Valley City. Paris Deacom in on the tackle for Jamestown. just back to the line of scrimmage for Miller. That's his 8th carry. 8 carries for Miller. Just 2 have been negative yardage. He's got a rush of 18 yards and a rush of 11 as well. Sitting over 35 yards carried on the ground through 8 attempts. 3rd down and 10, play clock dwindling down to 5, and Valley City forced to call a timeout with 7:31 to play in the 4th quarter. We're going to take a timeout with them back in 30 seconds with more Blue Jay and Highliner football right after this on Jamestown 107.1 and KOVC.
The Dream Team, Pro Internet and Premium Managed Wi-Fi.
Is your internet connection holding you back? Upgrade to Pro Internet and get 500 by 500 megabits per second, plus premium Wi-Fi free for a month. With premium Wi-Fi, you get a powerful Wi-Fi 6 coverage along with complete control of your network with the mobile app. Enable your guest Wi-Fi network, set parental controls, and secure protection from malware and viruses. Your family will thank you. Visit dakotacentral.com/offers to sign up today.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
Jamestown 107.1 and KOVC. 32-0. The Blue Jays in front of the Highliners. 3rd down and 10 upcoming for Valley City. We've got a pair of lost keys up here in the press box.
3rd down and 10 for Valley.
Motion from left to right from Miller. Gerhardt dropping back, looking to go deep over the middle of the field for Jacobson. He just overshot him. Incomplete.
Intended for Jacobson.
4th and 10, and Valley City is going to be forced to punt here with the clock winding towards 7 minutes. Seven completions for Gavin Gerhardt after going 3 for 8 in the first half.
Return. Jorson also.
And now
for the Blue Jays.
Valley City takes another timeout. Looked like they were late getting somebody onto the field. So Gerhardt set to boot this one away after the timeout. We'll keep it here for this 30-second timeout. Jamestown 32, Valley City nothing. 6:53 to play in the 4th quarter.
Reminder, you can get Blue Jay football boosters merchandise.
Gerhardt 7 of 18 passing so far for Valley City. Jamestown on the other side, Jackson Walters was 11 of 14 in the first half.
Blue Jay football team at home again next week versus Mandan. This game will be played back at Charlotte
in the
and Gordon
second half
Stadium,
for Walters.
Campus of UJ.
It's been more about the ground game for Jamestown in the second half of play. 3 interceptions, 1 turnover for Jamestown was a fumble deep inside the red zone, but outside of that, it's been a really good one. Second half, no points for either side with this running clock. 32-0, Gerhardt gets the punt away. And this one is bobbled by Craver and picked up at the 50-yard line. And Valley City will have it in Jamestown territory at the 49-yard line after the muff punt from Jamestown gives Valley City good field position. 6:45 and counting in the 4th quarter, 32-0 Jamestown.
49.
Craver muffs the punt. Valley City with good field position to start this drive. Just the second time tonight Valley City has entered Jamestown territory, once in the first half, right about this position at the 49. Gerhardt waits on the snap. Miller in motion left to right. They'll pitch it out to Miller to the right side. Tries to cut back and he just spins out of bounds. And it's a loss of 4 yards for Ethan Miller.
Chased out of bounds. Loss of a couple.
So -4 for Ethan Miller. It's his 9th carry of the evening.
Officially a 4-yard loss. 2nd and 14, Valley from its own 47.
26 total yards rushing for Miller on those 9 attempts. 2nd and 14 on the right hash. Under 6 minutes to play, down to 5:40 to go in the 4th quarter, 32-0. Jamestown leading Valley City. Gerhardt gets the snap, dropping back, looks left side of the field, floats it out, and
Gerhardt pass
incomplete. Was looking for Ethan Miller. And now for Gerhardt, that's 5 straight incompletions. Now 7 of 19.
Third down for Valley.
Third down and 14 upcoming for Valley City. 5:05 in the fourth quarter. Again, we're streaming live on newsdakota.com. Tonight, Jamestown High School football back in action next week at home against Mandan, Raleigh-Greeno Field. Third down and 14, the snap for Gerhardt, dropping back. Quick throw to the right side. Catch is made by Shape. He's going to cut to the left side of the field and should pick up the first down and a whole lot more for Austin Shape across the 25-yard line, and then fumbled it out of bounds into the red zone. The 18-yard line, 33 yards for Shape. That's his 4th reception.
First down for Valley City.
The longest play of the day for Valley City. Sets up 1st and 10 inside the Jamestown red zone at the 18. Now 8 of 20 for Gerhardt passing. Pretty much doubled up his yardage right there with that completion to Shape. Motion right to left, and they'll give it on the end around to Miller. Left side of the field, gets to the 10, the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Valley City. Ethan Miller, 18 yards and the touchdown. And the Highliners cut the lead down to 32-6. So Valley City gets the score. Ethan Miller on his 10th rush of the game. 3 minutes, 57 seconds to play, fourth quarter.
That covers 54 yards.
54 yards in 4 plays for Valley City. That will stop the clock now for the Highliners. Sikora, the lefty, on to attempt the point after. Gerhardt to hold. Snap and hold are down. Whistles blow. That point after was good, but it's going to be offsides against Jamestown.
Offside on the Blue Jays.
Valley City checking to the sideline. Move them half the distance to the goal. So now they'll wait on Skybold to attempt the point after once again.
Sikora,
excuse me.
Point.
So Sikora waits again. Gerhardt holding. Down. That kick is missed. Wide right. So after the extra point went through the first time, that one hooked to the right. No good. Plenty of leg. He just pushed it wide right. 32-6. Under 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Jamestown in control of this one. We're back in 1 minute with more Blue Jay football and Highliner football on 107.1 and KOVC.
What makes the Honda 4Trax Rancher America's most popular ATV? It just keeps getting better. That means an improved reverse system, easier and quicker to use, a front utility box that's reachable from the riding position, and new racks that integrate with the Honda Pro Connect system, so you can swap accessories with no tools needed. With so many improvements, you can bet the ranch that there's a perfect Honda Rancher for you. Visit Gun and Rail Sports to see it today and learn how life is better on a Honda. For riders 16 years and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
Two Rivers Printing is your local source for anything printed on paper. As a full-service print shop, they offer quick print services for all kinds of posters, flyers, and business forms. They also print banner signs, invitations, cookbooks, thank you cards, and more. They can also do wide format printing in matte, gloss, blueprints, and vinyl. With decades of experience, you know it will be done quickly and done right. Call Two Rivers Printing at 251-1266 at the end of 10th Street in Jamestown.
Jamestown 32, Valley City 6. Sikora ready to kick this one off just for the second time tonight. Puts this one into the air, and it's fielded back at the 20-yard line by Jacob Shemp. He gets to the 30 and then dropped down right near the 35-yard line for Jamestown on the left side of the field. First and 10 upcoming for the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays from their own 35.
32-6 advantage for Jamestown. It's been all Blue Jays tonight All 32 points for Jamestown scored in the first half, though, as Jackson Walters returns to the field. Walters, an effective second half, 4 of 6. Should be a ground attack coming for Jamestown. They will give it on the ground to Deacom.
Deacom carries for a couple.
2 yards for Paris Deacom. That's his 8th carry of the evening.
Tackle by Sikora.
The clock will wind. Jamestown,
Second and
if you
8,
can, you're
Jamestown
looking to put up
from its
a
own
touchdown
37.
here so you can feel good about, we scored in the second half, but more than anything, just keep that clock running. Deacom, the tailback, off the right hip of Walters. 2nd and 8 upcoming, ball at the 36-yard line of Jamestown. Working their way towards midfield, left to right. Walters, snap, and he gives it to Deacom again on the ground. A little bit of a bigger hole for Deacom. Gets him to the 41-yard line. That's 3 yards for Paris Deacom. 3rd down and medium upcoming for Jamestown. Make it 3rd and 4 for the Blue Jays. And we're under 3 minutes to play now. And if you're Jamestown, a first down can pretty much run this game out. I think you may be in 4-down territory as well if you're Jamestown trying to end this game. So Walters, the shotgun set. Deacom again is the tailback. Motion left to right. Snap, and they'll give to Deacom on the ground, straight up the middle. He got
Deacom
2
gains a
yards, nothing more. Give him 1 yard officially for Deacom. 4th down and 3. And Adam Kallenbach will come out to punt for Jamestown. They
4th
sent
down and a
Walls
couple for the
in
Blue
motion
Jays.
across the formation. 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go. 4th quarter. Play clock is at
Kallenbach to
25. So about 1:40 to play for Valley City if
Jacobson
Kallenbach
to
takes this
return.
play clock all the way down before the
Gerhardt
punt.
to return.
Jacobson and Gerhardt are back deep. Jacobson on the left, Gerhardt to the right. Kallenbach waits on the punt. Waiting for the snap to boot it away. Play clock at 5. Snap to Kallenbach. Handles it up into the air. This one will tumble down at the 25-yard line and then roll down to the 23. It's grabbed by
33-yard
Walls.
punt for Kallenbach.
Left hash, 23-yard line for Valley City. Minute 32 to go in the 4th quarter. 32-6.
take over first and 10,
Jamestown
their own
in
23.
front of the Highliners. And the Blue Jays with an opportunity to close out Ernie Gates Field with a win here tonight. And Valley City dropped to 1-5 on the season. Jamestown will move to 5-1 with a victory. Gerhardt is the quarterback. And Sikora in the backfield. Gerhardt dropping back, rolling out to the right side, looking to flip it out, throws it deep and incomplete. Looking for Ethan Miller. We got a late flag come in on the near side of the field. And it's
Following tonight's
uncatchable, so
The
the flag is
presentation of
picked
the
up.
rivalry trophy, the Iron Helmet Trophy. Sponsored
Iron
by
helmet
Farmers
about
Union
to be
Insurance of
presented to
Valley City and
Jamestown
That'll be coming
in a
up
minute and
at the
26
conclusion of the game.
seconds. 32-6, Blue Jays in front of the Highliners. We'll hear from Jamestown head coach Bill Nelson when this one
2nd and 10,
concludes.
Valley from its own
We'll keep it here
23-yard
for your
line.
post-game stats for both sides, then take a break. KOVC, you'll go back to your normal scheduled program. We'll bring on Jamestown head coach Bill Nelson on 107.1. Quick slant to the left
Pass
side,
incomplete, intended for
incomplete
Orner.
from Gerhardt. Looking for Orner. Now 8 of 22 for Gavin Gerhardt. 1 minute, 23 seconds to go. 3rd down and 10 upcoming. Austin Shape, 4 receptions. $67 yards for Shape. Snap for Gerhardt, dropping back, rolls out to the right side of the formation, looking to air it out over the middle. Shape makes the catch, hauls it
Gerhardt
in.
pass complete to Austin Shape.
5th reception for Austin Shape. This one is a
Picks up
gain
13.
of
First
13
down, Valley
yards
City.
and a first down for the Highliners. Clock continues to wind towards a
Ball
minute,
at the
10
Valley
seconds to go.
City 38-yard line.
1:05 on the clock, 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line on the right hash for Valley City. Now under 60 seconds to go. Clock running for a majority of the second half. Gerhardt drops back, set up the screen, right side. It's incomplete through the hands of Shape.
2nd and 10, Valley from its own 38-yard line.
2nd and 10 for Valley City, 50 seconds to go. So Jamestown's going to move to 5-1. Valley City will drop to 1-5 on the season.
Reminder that garbage cans have been set up for the fans.
Blue Jays
please place your trash in the garbage
will
cans
be at
on your
home
way out.
against Mandan next Friday. Valley City will travel to Watford City for a 7 p.m. kick. It's a handoff on the end around. Get it into the arms of Jacobson. He's got a blocker across the 50-yard line, across the 30, and then he's wrapped out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Jacobson with a big carry. 32 yards for Jacobson.
First down, Valley City at the Blue Jay 30.
It's the longest run of the game for Valley City. 1st and 10 for the Highliners in Jamestown territory. Left hash at the 30-yard line. 32-6, Blue Jays in front. Clock now winding. 33 seconds to play.
The game. The field will be available for pictures.
Ernie Gates Field seeing its final 30 seconds of play. Gerhardt rolling out right. Throws it deep towards Shape and incomplete. Walls in coverage for Jamestown.
Gerhardt pass incomplete.
Looked to toss that one deep. 2nd down and 10 upcoming. 19.7 seconds to go.
Pass intended for Shape.
Shape leading this Valley City team with 5 receptions today. 80 total yards.
2nd and 10, ball at the Blue Jay 30.
80 yards for Shape in the reception game. Gerhardt dropping back once again. Pressure coming his way. He floats it up, and it is caught in the 5-yard line. And the catch is made by Jacobson down to the 3.
Pass complete to Jacobson.
27 yards for Jacobson. Valley City is going to call timeout with 8.6 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. 32-6. Ball is at the Jamestown 2-yard line. So 1st and goal upcoming at the 2. Valley City takes a timeout, trying to score a touchdown before time expires here tonight.
On the way out. Please place your trash in the garbage cans on the way out.
32-6, Jamestown in front of Valley City. 8 seconds to go in this 4th quarter. Jamestown on the sideline. Bill Nelson looking up into the press box.
1st and goal, Valley at the Blue Jay 3.
1st and goal for the Highliners on the left side of the field at the 3-yard line. Make it 12 seconds even on the game clock. Gerhardt waits in the pistol. Drop back, throws it right side. It was blocked at the line of scrimmage by Gall. Preston Gall knocks it down, incomplete. Gerhardt had the completion to Jacobson, then that incompletion. Now 10 of 27.
Gall bats it down.
2nd down and goal, 10 seconds to go. So again, pistol set. Sikora behind him, motion from Miller. They'll pitch it out to Miller, right side, trying to stretch it out wide, and reached for the end zone and got in. Touchdown for Ethan Miller. 3 yards, and he gets the score. So Miller's last 2 touches on the ground, both touchdowns.
77-yard drive in 9 plays.
9 plays, 77 yards. And the score for Valley City, 32-12, point after pending. Sikora will attempt it. Sikora waiting for the point after. Up and through.
Point after, good by Sikora.
32-13.
2.9 seconds remaining.
3
Jamestown
seconds
32, Valley
to
City
play,
13.
and that is going to do it. 32-13. Jamestown going to take down Valley City. And the Highliners will kick this one away to Jamestown. Blue Jays will probably just try to run the clock out on this return. And then wrap this one up, send everybody home happy from Ernie Gates Field for the final time. 93rd homecoming here at Ernie Gates Field. 1928 to 2022, formerly Washington Field. Both Jamestown College at the time, University of Jamestown, and the high school shared Washington Field up until Taylor Stadium was built in 1934. And for the final time from Ernie Gates Field, Jamestown is going to pick up a victory over the rival in-state in Valley City. Just that 34-mile drive towards Fargo. And Jamestown is going to take home the Iron Helmet. Socorro set to boot it away for Valley City. This one pooched up into the air and rolling around on the ground. This one finally jumped on top of, and that will do it. Jamestown recovers it at the 34-yard line, and this one is over. Final score, Jamestown 32, Valley City 13. Blue Jays win, improve to 5-1 on the year. 1-5 is Valley City now as they drop to 1-5 on the year. Jamestown now 5-0 against teams inside of Class A as well. And that 5-1 record, Jamestown will be hosting Mandan next week. Valley City will be on the road at Watford City. Your final stats in this one for the Highliners and that ground game running through Ethan Miller. 2 touchdowns for Miller on the ground. His final 2 carries resulted in touchdowns on the evening for the Highliners. And 2 carries of 18 yards.
Goes to the winner of the Blue Jay
50 total yards on the ground for Ethan Miller. Gavin Gerhardt, 10 of 27 from the field passing. 5 receptions for Austin Shape. He got up to 80 yards in this one. Jacobson had a 27-yard reception. He had 3 total catches, totaling 38 yards, and just 2 other receivers had catches. Jamestown celebrating with the Iron Helmet after the victory, 32-13. Jackson Walters with 4 touchdown passes. Jamestown actually did not score in the second half, but that running clock certainly made this one go by a little bit faster, and the Blue Jays pick up the win and the Iron Helmet here tonight, 32-13. The final score, Jamestown victorious over Valley City. We are going to take a break here on Jamestown 107.1. We'll have head coach Bill Nelson join us on the postgame show. For those of you in Valley City on KOVC, that's going to do it for us tonight. Jamestown victorious over the Highliners 32-13. Your final score. Again, Valley City is in action next Friday night on the road at Watford City. And VCSU in action tomorrow night. Kickoff is scheduled for 1:30 p.m. And you can view your full sports schedule anytime over at newsdakota.com. Thanks for joining us on newsdakota.com as well for our video stream. Again, that's going to do it for us on KOVC. Stick around on Jamestown 107.1. We'll have head coach Bill Nelson join us on the postgame show after this. Jamestown victorious 32-13 over Valley City.
Family time is precious. Gain more with local care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes at Jamestown Regional Medical Center in Valley City and Carrington. JRMC Orthopedics also offers same-day and next-day appointments in Jamestown. Schedule online anytime at jrmcnd.com/orthopedics or call 701-952-4878. Learn more at jrmcnd.com.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
Where do teams go to get their custom printed apparel?
Original!
Where do companies go to get their corporate logo printed on shirts, caps, and jackets?
Originals, of course.
And where do fans go to get their Blue Jay and Jimmy apparel either off the rack or single-piece prints?
Originals! Originals!
There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals, 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays.
Ready to make a difference in the lives of others? Join the team of healthcare professionals at Ave Maria Village and earn a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Looking for full-time CNAs to work 40 hours per week, salary depending upon experience, and excellent benefits. Apply online at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria/careers. Ave Maria Village is an equal opportunity employer.
What makes the Honda 4Trax Rancher America's most popular ATV? It just keeps getting better. That means an improved reverse system that's easier and quicker to use, a front utility box that's reachable from the riding position, and new racks that integrate with the Honda Pro Connect system, so you can swap accessories with no tools needed. With so many improvements, you can bet the ranch that there's a perfect Honda Rancher for you. Visit Gun & Reel Sports to see it today and learn how life is better on a Honda. For riders 16 years and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
This is Clint with RM Stout. We demand more from our cars than ever before. They're safe, powerful, fuel efficient, quiet, and the ones at RM Stout even look nice. It can be a burden to maintain a vehicle that does everything, so here's the point. When you buy a qualified car at RM Stout, we'll include a lifetime powertrain warranty. That's right, any new car and gently used gets a lifetime powertrain warranty. We aren't just saying it, we're printing it on a contract with the best warranty company in America. Reduce your financial risk today by trading a vehicle with a lifetime of coverage. RM Stout for the best value.
When it comes to farm equipment, there's no such things as an inexpensive repair, and there's no downtime. That's why it pays to get the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years, 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex premium fuels and lubricants. You can even get the Total Protection Plan for your used equipment. Contact Gary at Creative Energy in Jamestown, your certified Cenex distributor today.
Family time is precious. Gain more with local care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes at Jamestown Regional Medical Center in Valley City and Carrington. JRMC Orthopedics also offers same-day and next-day appointments in Jamestown. Schedule online anytime at jrmcnd.com/orthopedics or call 701-952-4878. Learn more at jrmcnd.com.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
Where do you find the friendliest staff, largest selection, lowest prices, and freshest produce? Hugo's in Jamestown. And did you know that shopping all the departments and all the sales can be done online? That's right, Hugo's Family Marketplace offers online shopping. Get to gohugos.com and start filling that virtual cart. Once done shopping, choose pickup or Hugo's delivery service and wait for the in-store shopping to be done for you. Hugo's Family Marketplace, online shopping at gohugos.com.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Paying your energy bill the old-fashioned way takes a lot of steps, including all those steps to the mailbox. ePay from Otter Tail Power Company is an easier way to manage your account anytime, anywhere, even from your mobile phone. It's free. It's easy. Take the first step. Enroll at otpco.com/epay. Otter Tail Power Company. On for you.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Frank, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula. 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their great selection. Have they got frames? Over 1,000 pair for you to try. So many on hand that you'll want a pair for every outfit. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today in Valley City, Jamestown, or Carrington. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Enjoy the rustic Frontier Fort Bar, Grill, and Gift Shop. The gift shop is open year-round with North Dakota tourism gifts and unique jewelry. And for a true Dakota Territory dining experience, the Frontier Fort Grill is open from 4 to 9 Monday through Saturday. Every Thursday night, get a rack of ribs, fries, coleslaw, and toast for just $9.95. And their legendary prime rib is served on Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in or call for takeout at 252-7492. The Frontier Fort, on the road to the Buffalo, Jamestown.
Head coach Bill Nelson now joining us on the post-game show. And coach, a win 32-13 over the rival Valley City tonight and closing out Ernie Gates Field. Can you just take me through your emotions right now as you just won the final game played on this field ever?
You haven't really thought about it. It's one of those where as good as the first half that we played, and we got a little complacent that second half, and that's not the football team that we want to be. And I thought that first half we did a nice job. We did a real nice job all that fast of the game, and we still got to develop that killer instinct, and this is one game. We talk about going 1-0, you and I do every single week, and we accomplish that. But, that's 32-0 on that board. We'd like to keep that goose egg, and it wasn't, and some things didn't go our way. But we'll regroup, and we got a big game next week with Mandan here and back over at UJ. But it hasn't really sunk in. But, this is a special place, and you put a lot of time and effort and a lot of people. You talk about 93 homecomings.
Right.
You talk about the senior classes could be anywhere from 12 to 25, and start doing the math, and I need a calculator. That's way too much for me now, but there's a lot of people that have walked through those doors. A lot of people have worn the blue and the white, and pretty cool to see as many guys out there, as we got to see in that at the halftime. But we'll continue to work and continue to get better because that's the motto, right?
Absolutely. That first half, 4 touchdowns on the first 4 drives. So why was your offense rolling so early on in this one?
We took some shots, and it was a 100% collective effort, and it's the O-line was blocking, whether it's in the run game or the pass game, and our receivers were doing a good job, and Jack was making good decisions, and they were playing a lot of man coverage, and we've got some pretty salty receivers. We really do, and Jackson's pass game was pretty darn good tonight, and he's only going to continue to get better and better. And there's a lot of good, but we still got to keep, like you said, it's the Iron Helmet gets to stay here. We're darn proud of that. But going forward, we need to continue to take those steps.
And we'll see you next week against Mandan. Coach, congrats on the win. Really appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Our thanks to head coach Bill Nelson for joining us on the post-game show as Jamestown wins 32-13 over Valley City. And on the defensive side tonight for Jamestown, they created 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions for Adam Kallenbach, an interception for Jacob Schemp as well. In that first half, you talk about the first 4 drives of the game, you get 4 touchdowns, 4 touchdown passes from Jackson Walters in the process as well. And this one just belonged to Jamestown from the start to the finish. Certainly, Coach Nelson saying he would have liked to see a little more killer instinct from his side. At the end of this one, they didn't score in the second half, but when you go into the halftime break up 32-0, there's not a lot you have to do on the offensive end in the second half of play. So complacent maybe, but Jamestown gets the win either way, and the Iron Helmet stays in Jamestown as the Blue Jays win 32-13 over Valley City. Jamestown now 5-1 on the season. Valley City 1-5 overall. The Highliners are in action next Friday night on the road at Watford City. Jamestown back at Raleigh-Greeno Field and hosting Mandan next Friday. And then tomorrow on Jamestown 107.1, we've got University of Jamestown football as the Jimmies are on the road in Nebraska taking on Doane. That's a 1 o'clock kickoff for Jamestown. We'll be live at 12:45 with your pregame show as the Jimmies look for their 3rd win in the G-Pack tomorrow afternoon, I should say, at 1 o'clock. And Jamestown, since joining the G-Pack for football back in 2018, their most wins in the conference season is 2. So plenty of opportunities still to get that 3rd conference win for Jamestown for the rest of this year in a loaded G-Pack. And, man, if you can beat Doane, and then you've got Briar Cliff on the schedule, and the way they played last week against Midland, certainly a lot of positives happening for this UJ football team. But the Jamestown High School football team 5-1 on the year, 32-13, your final score. Blue Jays victorious over Valley City. We're back to the music now on Jamestown 107.1. Make sure you join us tomorrow at 1 o'clock for Jimmy football. University of Jamestown against Doane. Blue Jays win 32-13 here over Valley City.
This production of Blue Jay Athletics was brought to you by Originals.